All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the monthly Fairy Tale Fables tournament. My name is LivvyLive, and I'm here with my good friend MW, also known as MW underscore 1832 on Twitch if you'd like to give him a follow. Welcome everybody. It is our favorite time of the month. We are here to watch some of the best players in the game duke it out, see who's going to take the crown for the month. We all know how this goes, but I'm going to let MW break down how the tournament works, how points are acquired, and how somebody is going to walk away this month's champion.
Thanks, Lee, for the introduction. Yeah, so we have our 8 players who qualified from yesterday's first round, and they're going to be playing in a race format. So the idea is every round they play, they get points based on their placement. So first place gets 10 points, second place gets 8 points, third place gets 7 points, and so on until seventh place gets 1 point and eighth place doesn't get points. What the points are used for is that in order to win the tournament, you first have to get to 19 points, and then you have to get a first. So if you get a first or 2 firsts, that puts you at 20 points and you'd be eligible. Otherwise, you need to play usually a few rounds. So the shortest this tournament can go is 3 rounds, which I think has happened before.
Yep.
But last month, I think it went on for like 6 or 7 rounds.
Yeah, last month was a little bit of a slog, I'm not gonna lie, as somebody on the back end of this, and I know that by the end the casters were feeling it a little bit, and I'm sure the players were too, but that all being said, it was like white knuckle grip to the very end, because every single round, I think after the first 4, we were like, all right, we have our winner, this
Yeah.
person's gonna take it, and then all of a sudden somebody that wasn't even live yet would come in and win the game, and we'd be like, oh my gosh, like, upset of the century.
Yeah, that was really exciting. Like we had like probably 3 live players for like 4 rounds, and then like a new player would win every round.
Yeah,
I think that like of the 8, like 7 different players got
I
first.
think that is correct, yeah. So, yeah, wild month last month. We're gonna see how it goes this month. I'm always so jazzed to see how it's gonna go, who's gonna take it. Obviously, we have some returning favorites this month. You know, to be the best of the best, you have to be consistent, and the players that are making a show in day 2 this month have shown consistency. So let me go through who we are going to be watching today. You know him, you love him. He's known as Zillilag in Discord. He's known as All for Roll here in FTF. He took our number 1 place yesterday for day 1. So we're going to be watching some of him. We also have Larocco. We have Tico Wabu, another returning favorite. We have Broshi. I run into them in my lobbies all the time. We have Aussie, which I have not run into, so I'm excited to see somebody different. We have
Mhm.
Gabby Jagodia. We've seen them before in day 2. We have Thrawn, and we have Stonehenge Druid. So I'd say about half, maybe more. I'm either very familiar with or we've seen in day 2 before, and then the other half I'm not as familiar with. So this is a good mix. What are you thinking?
Yeah, yeah, it's nice to see some new players. I don't think I've seen Thrawn play in one of these finals before, and OC, as you mentioned.
Yep.
The rest are a little bit more familiar to me, but I'm not sure if they've made it to the day 2 before.
Right, yeah.
This
Sometimes it's hard to know, like, okay, have I just played a million lobbies against this person, or have they actually made it
Mhm.
to the monthly? So,
Yeah, I suspect everyone here is a bit of a grinder, and so if you play a lot of games like I do, you'll run into them. I
100%.
actually I played day 1 this month, and
Yes,
I
you
had a
did.
bunch of lobbies with All for Roll and Aussie.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, very strong players. They beat me.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to hearing some of your perspective as somebody that did get to do day 1 yesterday. I know that behind the scenes you were telling me a little bit, and you admitted that you maybe got a little steamrolled, but that didn't kill your spirit. So, but yeah, we're
Yeah,
setting up the first lobby here. Give us just a second while they they get things rolling
yeah. It
here.
looks to me like we have all 8 in the lobby.
Yeah,
So
I think I'm
we
gonna let
could be
him
good
know
to
to
go.
fire
Although,
here.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, let's dive into our first lobby of the day. Um, the first lobby is always fun because I almost feel like it sets the pace a little bit. And we will be viewing the perspective of All for Roll for this first game here, just because they did finish with the most points on day one. So, as tradition, we're going to follow them to start with.
Yeah, I gotta say, All for Roll, I consider a favorite to win this thing. Oh, and Cheshire Cat and Sphinx in the first hero select. These are both very powerful heroes in my mind. Oh,
Nice.
you may have noticed that Synesthesia is not in this month's final. Synesthesia has made it to like 6 or 7 in a row now, I think. And actually, yesterday they won their first 2 lobbies in the day one.
Oh,
I think they actually had enough points to qualify, but they said that they weren't able to play today, so they dropped.
yeah, I know that. I can't remember who it was. I do know Stonehenge Druid is a fill in for today. I know that much. I cannot remember. It may be Synesthesia that they're replacing.
Yeah, there was some. Oh, it was a Despot Tots
Despot,
who
yes.
could make it.
Got it. Yeah, so, I mean, I'll be honest, this is not my favorite hero lineup. I mean, I probably would have gone for Sphinx here. Uh, the Adventurer is a great hero to switch into later in the game, but they're not one that I usually take right off the bat.
Yeah, Sphinx is quite complex because you have to manage your mana as well as your gold. And it can be difficult to navigate sometimes, but it's extremely powerful getting a free spell every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
This was an interesting way to lead. Alvaro is really high on the vampire bat.
So I can honestly say that All for Roll has inspired me to be really high on the Vampire Bat. It's almost an immediate take for me every time now, if I see it in that first shop.
Yeah, definitely increases your chances of winning the early fights, and that can justify the 1 damage you take. We have a Peter Pan, Gabby Jagodia, starting with no unit and casting 2 spells. You can see by that little counter next to the 1
Mm-hmm.
that's moved. I think it's 5 is the total, and that was more than 1/5. It looked more like 40% to me.
Yep.
It's an aggressive way to open, but I think personally the way I play Peter Pan is you need to get it's 6 total. You need to get 5 spells on level 2, and that allows you to cast a spell immediately on level 3 and get a +2/+2 buff on your shot.
Yep. Yeah, I am a shameless Peter Pan addict. He's been my favorite hero in the game forever. I love Peter Pan. The way that I play him, and this is probably not technically correct, but I spell it all the way from turn 1. I pray that I get a 0 cost spell in turn 1 so that I can cast 2
Mhm.
spells. And then hopefully by 2.2, I'm actually able to take a character that's buffed already. And then going into 3, I can kind of breathe a little bit more. I can focus more on purchasing units while casting the occasional spell. So I think he can be extremely strong, but you need to you need all the right things to fall into place for it to work.
Yeah, the level 2 variance is really important. Overall, taking an early goose, which I also saw him making this play yesterday a bunch. And this sometimes leads. Oh, and interesting. It's very rare to lock on turn 3 because you usually want to see as many level 3s as possible. They're quite powerful compared to level 2s. And also, I feel like I would sell the dagger and buy another one, but actually, I guess this guarantees you have an efficient way to spend 5 gold if you leave I think it's called makeshift sword or something in the shop.
Mm-hmm, yep.
So it can be scary to take these 1/1s in the geese. But the way it played out, I think that what it leads to is both impatient farmers are really good to help you stabilize, and also if you lose some fights, Snow White Bride of Dracula ends up
Yes.
stabilizing you well
Yes,
as well.
she can come in clutch and she can sometimes carry you through to the mid game, which is oh so important for establishing a more solid comp to get you there. So yeah, very, very excellent card if you're hurting in that early game.
Hmm. Uh, it's really nice to have units which cost mana when you're playing Sphinx because it allows you to um, get a free spell usually.
Yep.
Okay, in this case, we're getting not that impactful of a free spell, but could be good.
Yeah, I mean, we never cry about a free health, you know? Well, a 1 gold health, anyways.
Ah,
We do have a
and
pair
we're
of owls
seeing.
already on the board, so it looks like we're
Oh,
gonna go for the owl route. Oh, there we go.
yeah,
Well,
Alpha Roll tried to get another spell because knowing that it would be free upon rolling,
yep.
but hit
Free
one
spell,
that was
anyways,
free
yeah.
anyways.
And it's tough because 2 of their units are 1/1s, so it kind of eliminates half their board. But it's good for the Kappa. It's good for the Kappa. So
Exactly.
actually, you know, this wasn't the worst way it could have gone.
Mm-hmm. Our opponent Tikuwabu is on Fafnir. Fafnir got a change in the last patch. Now Fafnir doesn't need to skip treasures, can just take them. And yeah, this is one of my favorite changes in the new patch. I felt like it was really hard to pick Fafnir before because the hero power didn't seem very strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can read the new one now. As long as you get some treasures, you'll just have more money going into the end game,
Yeah,
which can be
which
quite handy.
honestly, kind of it's goes well with the Fafnir lore. Actually, you know, you're gold hoarding
I totally
dragon,
agree.
so if
It,
anything, it's more applicable to the lore. Original Fafnir,
it's
or
better.
not original, but pre last patch Fafnir, anyways. Uh, yeah, he was never a big pick for me, but at the very least, it was consistent. Like, it's one of those
Right.
heroes where you never really had to rely on the stars aligning. You know, it was just a consistent thing that you could depend on.
Yeah, this is interesting. Once again, getting another Blizzard and opening with Ori. This is I would say it's on the more powerful side, level 3s, and it
Yeah,
synergizes really well with this big Kappa.
sure does. Yeah, if you're able to pick up a couple of items along the way, which Alpha Roll here has been picking them up, but then selling them when applicable
So,
for the extra gold. Excellent, excellent way to utilize Ori. Even if you're not building items specifically, it's still a boost for whenever you do happen to pick one up to bank some gold. So, not a bad idea at all.
yeah, I think it's going pretty well so far. Like, given that we took 2 geese in the early game, we still haven't taken damage except the damage we've dealt ourselves.
Yep.
And yeah, there's this starting next turn, we could sell the geese for 4 gold. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And Alpha Roll may choose to hold out one additional turn and then spend that money. Actually, no, that. Where are we at here on our tickers on the geese? Yeah, maybe it wouldn't make as much sense to hang on. I was gonna say if you bank it until level 4, that could be huge, but for efficiency's sake, it may make more sense to do it here.
Yeah, I thought that last fight was really cool. Luraco was playing the Fool, which is a great counter to this big Kappa.
Yes.
Um, a frontline like 17 health unit can be really hard to take down, but these players actually I saw before the game that Alpha Roll decreased the fight speed a little bit, and I think that they're mostly making sure to scout their opponents and tech for each fight rather than often when I'm playing ladder, I just try to play a strong board and don't really think about who I'm going against.
Yep.
Um, on day 2, it's often necessary to
Totally.
right just take a peek, see if there's something you can do.
And
And yeah, it
having.
does look like
Go for it, go for it.
it looks like we're gonna save the geese to sell on a later level.
Yeah, which honestly, I think I'm more of a fan of. I do think that gold can go a little bit further, especially on 4.0. I mean, who knows if they're gonna spend it on 4.0, but you know, having that extra money to set on mid game characters is huge, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not losing, then it seems like the right play.
Yep.
And we're getting a lot of spells cast every turn now with this Cursed Rose. That's going to grow these owls.
Yes, it sure is.
Um, every
Ooh,
game I played
takes
with
out the swan too.
OC yesterday, they've been playing these summons and auras in the back.
Yes.
Uh,
So I've noticed
but it's
that
working,
summons
yeah.
are huge right now. I mean, they have been for a long time. Summons have always been pretty strong. Um, but yeah, especially in the higher tier gameplay realm, it's a popular comp. Ooh, 2 books. Are we gonna
Mm,
take that? Are we gonna cash in our geese? We only have 1 mana.
definitely, definitely plays well with the right. So we can't take both. It plays extremely well with these owls.
Yeah.
Let's see what Alfarol thinks.
I think
What do you think about Horse Thief?
I think Horse Thief is a choice. I don't know if I personally would have gone for that here, but I mean, with the 2 spellcasting cards on board, I think it's not a bad thing because you don't necessarily want them to have stats, right? So, I guess actually,
Yeah, I've been impressed at how quickly it grows,
yeah,
but sometimes it can be awkward to play because, like putting it next to the Kappa doesn't feel great because, those stats are very important. This feels a bit better,
yeah,
but then you can't maximize. So the Kappa wants to be beside 2 units, and so
yeah.
does the Horse
It
Thief.
does get
So it's
awkward
tough to
with the
pick one.
Kappa because you want both the horse and the Kappa to be sandwiched, right? But you can only have one. Um, I think this is my ideal positioning here. You want those spellcasting units on either side of the horse. You do not need them to have stats. So yeah, this
Yeah,
looks
and
about as good
Alvaro
as
is
it can be.
locking. Yeah, totally agree. Alvaro's locking the shop, so it looks like he's interested in the pair
Yeah,
of
the book
book
pair,
mages.
which I don't blame him. I mean, these owls are big enough to continue to carry for a little bit. So,
Ooh, there's a big
oh,
chameleon.
oh
Oh,
my
that's a
gosh, it
great sleigh.
slayed, and it's a drac.
Yeah, that's one of the best
Yeah.
units to have early. Dracula's also been changed in the recent patch, and now the aura that it gives is based on how many units it's seen die.
Yep.
So the earlier you can get it, the bigger your aura will be in the late game. It might seem like since the Toy Dino Roshi, I think, doesn't have that many evils on board yet, so it might feel awkward, but it's totally fine because it's a big unit already to start. Ooh, a pair of horse thieves.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's a big unit already to start, and if you get it early, it's gonna be a big problem for your opponents later on.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that I think the pair of horses here alongside these books is, I think that's kind of huge.
Yeah, so when a player gets to 4 pairs, they're officially in my books pair gaming. Um, you have to find a triple eventually, right? When you're floating this many pairs. But oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how by next turn these geese are going to be worth 6 gold.
Yes, and that's
That's pretty
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, we like lots of money getting into, upper 4, turn 5.
Yeah, in every turn, every level, I would say the units are slightly better than the previous level, but I would say the spike is bigger between like 3 to compared to 2 and 5 compared to 4. I would say it's a very big spike.
Yep.
And so looking at this, I would expect Alpharol to sell these geese on level 5.
Yeah, I would agree. And I mean, that's coming from me who thought he was maybe going to spend them on level 4, so.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, but Alpharol did take a loss on the level, so there may have been a good reason for it. But life is a resource in this game.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be interested to see where we start to go come level 5.
Yeah, the Ori has been staying a bit long. I think it would be nice to replace it.
Yeah, I agree. And
And
that in and of itself is a little
wow,
bit of gold there too. The Ori and the
this is
item.
this is a really big opponent.
Yes, it is,
I don't know if
but
we're gonna.
we do
Ah,
it.
good
We
tie.
do it with our attack.
Very nice.
Yeah,
That was
these.
that Artemis had 3 treasures,
Yeah.
which is quite rare at level 9.
Yep.
Seems like a good game. Okay.
And here
Yeah,
comes the
when I'm pair
cavalry.
gaming, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
It's horses all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we take double cast. That is awesome. Oh,
At
yes.
10 hero attack already.
Here we go. I love
Pretty
extra health
sweet.
here.
Right.
Are we going
We're
to put
still
it
gonna
on the
cast it. There's a
horse? Are we going to
question.
put it on an owl? The owls probably aren't going to stick around
That's
all that
so
much
much
longer.
health.
It's so much health. I mean, it's a nice amount of health.
It's a bit awkward to have these books at 0 attack. Like, you kind of like them to
Have
just run
something.
into
Yeah.
the opponent. But they should still die before the owls die, so
Yeah.
it might be okay.
Yeah, I mean, with the size of that horse, I don't know if it matters all that much unless we run into another incredibly strong opponent like the Artemis or something. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like Overall is eyeing the Selen a little bit. There is a pair in the shop,
yeah. It's a little
but
awkward to
it's,
freeze for it on 4.2 though.
yeah, especially since we've been saving this gold.
Yeah, I mean, we have
The
the
opponent
gold,
is,
but it's not.
yeah,
It's awkward. It is awkward.
yeah. You could sort of take one here, but then there's not an efficient way to do it. Like, you'd be floating a gold if you sold a goose and a hot potato, or floating 2 gold. I'm kind of sad, but also I'm not that. I think that Peter Pan is fun, but maybe not the strongest
Yeah,
hero. But
our
yeah,
Peter
Peter Pan
Pan looks
currently
to
an 8.
be struggling a little bit. It is difficult. You really need the early game to go perfectly to make Peter
Yeah, and this
Pan.
4269 will be very hard to beat without like some sort of scam unit. It's gonna be a tough spot. Let's see what they got. Oh,
Okay, not a bad thing for her to hit.
yeah, you just can't get through it.
All right, and
1
I am
HP.
going to remind All for Roll to knock down his fight speed here.
Ah. That's funny. Alpha will actually message the
I know.
competitors in the chat, reminding everyone to
People get so used
lower
to
their
it, and
sight.
then when you get into the actual game, you're so focused because day 2 takes a ton of focus as is. So even if you know you need to do certain things to participate in this tournament, it just goes out the window because you're like, all right, I gotta win.
Hmm. Also, viewers may notice or may be wondering, like, where is Alpharill's cursor? And Alpharil actually plays on mobile.
Yes.
So uses like a touchscreen, no cursor visible.
Yep.
This is an interesting shop. So Broken Spell Reflector is more of a spell treasure, which kind of synergizes with the other treasure and everything else going on.
Okay, so we pick up an item here.
But it's so awkward. Yeah. Oh.
I mean, extra attack, never a bad thing. Oh, and oh, even better. And Kappa's just gonna hang out here for a minute. Keep nice and comfy on the board, you know. Bench warmer.
Mm-hmm.
Put him in.
Another change made to the last patch is this Siren, the unit we see in the 4th slot, at the far right on the first row. Now when it enters, or yeah, if it starts on board, it
She has
has a shield.
Yep.
And it only triggers once. So it has an ability that if it gets attacked into, it lowers the attacker's health to 6, but that only happens once. And so, ideally you'd like it to be on 6 attack. It being on 5 is a bit suboptimal, but it's nice to have more attack on the Ori as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, the shield is so handy now. I love to put a Siren in 4.
Yeah, it's just an extra little bumper. I mean, that having an extra hit on a unit like that, being able to take an extra bump is pretty big.
Yeah, it's a great counter to like a unit like this Horse Thief.
Mm-hmm.
Stonehenge Druid.
Oh, and we are going Romeo and Juliet here on the opponent's side.
Oh, we got a great fireball.
Yes, we sure did.
The strongest way for Romeo and Juliet to play is for them to die in a staggered order. Like a Romeo dies, then a Juliet dies.
Yep.
When both the Romeos die before the Juliets,
Less
it's
stats.
a much smaller board.
Yep, for sure. And those owls are still proving their worth, by the way. I mean, they're not
Yeah,
huge, but they're big enough to have absorbed some damage and take it for the win.
yeah, yeah. They're pretty big. Oh, I see. I didn't think about this, but because of the book mage, it was possible for the siren to get 6 attack before it got into combat, because the book mage casts spells, which triggers the
Got
little
it.
spell book.
Yes, good observation there. Are we gonna go for this pair?
Yeah,
Because at this point, there are still things on 4 that are very valuable for treasures. So I'm especially if we stick with the mage route, the spells route. Oh,
hmm
I guess All for Roll did not agree. Third Eye.
Third eye is a
It is a
new.
new treasure.
Yeah, pretty simple. You get a core fusion. Definitely like it here because it's easy to replace. You don't lose
Yep,
anything if you were to replace it, and yeah, we're sort of running out of treasure slots. All has passed 2 different narcissuses at this point.
yep.
Um, yeah, I know that they really like playing with Count Dracula. Um, maybe digging for that. And yeah, certainly the wardrobe is powerful. If we find a core fusion and we can put those, oh, we already have a core fusion. But if at some point you core fuse oh my god, I guess it's because it's being double cast. It's awkward.
It is
But if at
awkward
some point you
because
can
you
add
technically
like
kill
the
2
owl,
units.
hmm but now because of the broken spell reflector, we kill 4 units, and it
Yes.
it like randomly allocates those stats.
Yeah,
The broken spell reflector is such an awkward treasure to play with
it
sometimes.
is.
But it adds more spells for your mage stuff.
And
But if at some point
I was gonna say I'm one of
I'm
those
sorry.
players that just oh no worries. I like when I'm in spell mode because mages is definitely one of the comps I shamelessly force every other game. But when I'm in spell casting mode, I often forget I have spell reflector, and then
Yeah.
you'll future you something you didn't mean to, and that's never fun.
Yeah.
These kivs are cleaning up a little bit.
Definitely.
Oh, we'll
Yeah,
still take the
exactly.
tie.
Tiguabu's gonna nice setup over there. But I think that yeah, if Alvarol, oh well, okay, I guess it wasn't possible because of the broken spell reflector. But if Alvarol um, went hard on the wardrobe last turn, I wonder if it would have been possible to finish Tikuwabu off. Oh, it looks like the Peter Pan has gone out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we might want to pour one out for the homie here because our boy Peter Pan has exited the building. I love seeing people play Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Like Peter Pan is to me what Dionysus is to Moo. So it's always so exciting to watch somebody play them. But unfortunately, in these day twos, I don't think I've ever seen a Peter Pan finish better than like 6th. So
Yeah, although I would have said that also about Fluffs, but Gabby Jagodia, the
true,
Peter Pan player, got first place with Fluffs in the last month.
true, yeah.
So sometimes defying expectations. Oh, it's nice to see this Ori finally got replaced. Feels much better to have a brave little Taylor
Yep,
in the back row.
yep.
That thing can kill anything.
It sure can, and I mean, it's just like, clearly, it's a much more solid mid-game unit here, so.
Okay, we're gonna be going into level 6 with a golden goose. I wonder how much money that's worth.
I can't see the ticks on it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, the number is 13, but I don't think that means it sells for 13 gold. I think that means that it's been held for 13 turns. So something like 13 divided by 4 times 2, maybe 9 gold, maybe 8 gold. Not quite sure.
Yeah. I'll let you handle the numbers here, because those are not my forte.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't play with Goose that often, and when I do, I'm quite impatient with it. I've never held it to level 6.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rare that I triple a goose. Normally I've sold them. I mean, I'll often take a pair just because you do get a better return value than what you originally spent, obviously, but Yeah, I don't often keep it around this long, but it may prove to be extremely beneficial going into 6 with it like this.
Yeah, Luraco has a great treasure setup with Crystal Ball and a Baby Mimic Doublecaster,
Yeah.
as well as this new treasure,
Yeah, I can't
and
remember the
also
name
has
of
some
that
great
one, but
treasure units. Oh, the
wow.
well treasure,
Yep.
negating. Oh my gosh, there's two Neros. Negating the hero attack. That's why it looked like the hero attack, but it didn't do any damage, and that allowed All-for-All to get 6 damage off. It's pretty impactful. Wow, they're not interested in the pair of Neros.
Well,
I'm
All
quite
for Roll
surprised by
clearly
that.
knows something that we don't because I've been surprised by some of the things they've passed up here.
Yeah. Now that so originally I was thinking it would be nice to core fuse onto the wardrobe. Good Boy is an even better target. We don't have that many good units
Ooh.
yet, but it's not that hard to find.
Yeah.
There is a targeted spell in the shop, which would usually be good, but because you have the broken spell reflector, it might accidentally make your Merlin evil, which would
We don't
like
want
make
now
it
that
play
we've
poorly
picked
with
up
Good
a
Boy.
good boy. Yeah. See, if I was hurting any more here than All for Roll is, if I had less health, I think I'd be really tempted to go for the wardrobe. It can just help stabilize having that extra summon with those stats. But
Mhm.
All for Roll honestly is looking pretty good here. We'll see how the opponents are doing. That may change my mind, but um, yeah, I think All
Yeah,
for Roll's in a
Tikuwabu
good
went in
spot
on the
here to
last
hold out
round.
for Good Boy.
hmm Yeah, it's a pretty good end game. This is my classic experience with Broken Spell Reflector. It's like really cool for a couple of turns, and then later it's just in the way.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. I'm usually looking to replace it. If I do take it, it does not take long for me to wish I hadn't. Oh, and we do have another death too. Our Fafnir has gone out.
Yeah, Tikuwabu going out in 7th. Last tournament, I think he won the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think you're right. And he has taken the crown for a day 2 before as well.
Yeah, I think twice. Yeah, yeah, and always qualifies for day 2.
Yeah.
He's an extremely strong player.
One of
Although I'm not quite sure how good Fafnir is yet. It's very hard to compare with the other heroes because it
Yes.
only really kicks in late. But a very cool ability. Yeah, okay. This golden Dracula as well as the golden Frank Monster. In fact, it looks like this whole board is almost golden.
Wow, yeah.
Looking scary over here.
And the ranged stealth unit is very big. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster
Massive board over
cleaned
there.
up.
Oh, I see. It was a Philosopher's Stone making it golden. Interesting. Okay, I was thinking I would cast that food spell just to uncharge the broken spell reflector. Ooh, looking at that spell book. It is a bit awkward that, we invested 6 gold into this good boy and haven't been able to use it at all.
Yeah. Also,
Okay, it
just
looks like
pointing
we'll
out that the
discharge.
goose is still here.
Yeah,
We have
exactly,
not
exactly.
cashed
We
in
made
on that
some.
goose.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense that All-for-Roll lost the fight, given like how much gold were just floating. Comparing to people who spent all their gold, we should be at a bit of a disadvantage, but
Oh, we could.
I wonder if we'll see the core fusion now. Oh, that would be great if you can triple up these owls and then eat them all at once.
It also
That can
gives you a
make a very
chance to
large
get
good
rid
boy
of
immediately.
the spell reflector too.
Right. Right. Oh no. So this is a targeted spell. So in terms of sequencing, you probably want to core fuse first, but then
Yeah, but
it
then
might
you
accidentally
might eat something that you do not want to.
exactly. You might level up the good boy into like I don't know, Blackbeard.
Yeah.
That would be a
Yeah.
disaster.
I'm like, quick, what's a bad level 6?
There are a couple of
Yeah,
them.
no, there are some that you're sad to see
Yeah.
pretty consistently.
Yeah, overall didn't want that to happen
Yep.
and took the more risk-averse line.
I
So there's
mean-
only one good unit
Oh,
on
and the
board right
goose!
now, but
We've cashed in on our high yield savings account.
Yes. It's time. Okay.
Okay.
It's a good thing we have the extra timer because this would be a very difficult turn to play otherwise.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot of stats. It could happen that
Oh
this
my goodness.
um
Okay, wait, are we about to like pop off?
double good boy. Good boy plus good boy is an insane combo.
It is. You just really. The order in
If
which
yeah,
they
if you
die
can
matters
get
here.
yeah, certainly. But even if the smaller good boy dies, like those stats still get passed twice.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's plus 28 to at least 2 units, which is still like quite good for.
Okay, and it did. But we're not panicking.
This is a pretty scary board
It
over
is.
here.
Oh man,
Oh
and
yes, this
there's.
was the early Count Dracula that we saw. You can see it's on
Oh, yep.
7 level ups.
Oh, I think we're
So
fine though.
yeah.
Nice.
We hit a power spike here, or we sold the goose to, and core fused onto the good boys, so we're way stronger than usual.
Yep, and we immediately get our
What? And we
quest
stole a
unit off.
Nero?
And we
A
wait.
golden Nero?
Oh, ooh,
Because
good
we
eye.
cast a fishing rod.
I was more looking at the
That's
treasures.
right. Yeah.
Oh, a golden
Golden
king.
King often is powerful in these
It is
spots.
often powerful. He may be
Merlin's
considering
Lessons is
it.
great against Scam, which it seemed like we like you see these opponents that are running Frank's monsters, like you can just like clear them before the fight starts if you take Merlin's Lessons.
Yeah.
But I would say Golden King is more generically powerful against other boards. Sintamani Stone.
That's
Interesting. Okay.
kind of um that's a move. I don't know if I'd be
Yeah,
brave enough to take that, but
yeah, a bit more high variance than the other choices.
yeah.
Ooh, there's a fisherman to play with
Oh
this
my
Golden
goodness.
Nero.
Okay, here we go.
And then there's also this farm herding dog, which is a farmer, has some preserve, plays great with Nero.
It's a dog party now.
Uh-huh. All we need is a bit of food on the back row. So the way herding dog works is it gives food to your units that already have food. And right now, all of our animals have food from Nero, but we're gonna have some back row units that don't have food.
Yep.
They're still gonna be big by the time they fight because of the good boy passing stats to them, but it would be nice to add a bit of food onto them so they also grow from the good boy.
Yep.
This board really turned around.
Yeah. I mean, in just a
earlier-
few turns too.
Yeah, earlier Alfarol like just passed up two Neros on I think turn 12
Yep.
or turn 13. But yeah, we ended up in food dogs anyways.
Yeah. And I mean, all in one turn, we cash in our goose, we core fusion, we suddenly have a board.
Yeah, and it ended up being such an important play to, instead of casting the brand new you or the true you,
Yeah.
to cast the fishing rod anyway. Instead, made a huge impact on this game. Ooh, we have a what's it called? Lord of Atlantis. It can be a, if Luraco hits Atlantis and makes Kiv a royal, that's a really cool combo. Oh, it doesn't look
Wow,
like they'll get the chance.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
good
haven't
boy.
played
Good boy.
with
So many stats.
the Atlantis unit. I haven't actually really experimented with that much yet.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming, or it can kind of flop a bit. I guess just like many different comps.
Yeah.
I also have trouble playing with it. I think I need to experiment with it a little bit more. But this is a massive board. I like, even if you just take the Kiv or the Phoenix in the back, it's scary. But yeah, Alfarol realizing that don't need it to be.
Right.
Don't need them.
We
right
have
now.
the GGB in the house, the Golden Good Boy.
Yeah, very scary unit.
I mean,
And
Bottled Lightning.
synergizes with Bottled Lightning.
Yeah, Bottled
Yeah.
Lightning is probably where I'd go here.
Definitely against a stats board like our opponents has, that would be the most powerful. Then you would put Nero in 2 rather than 1, if you felt like you needed it, and that way you can put your good boy in 1. But since I kind of suspect we're bigger than this opponent already, we may not need to play this way. Our Sintamati Stone is proccing next turn. Oh, and there's a porridge pot.
We love
This
porridge
gives
pots.
your units preserve, and also if you play it for a turn, your back row has food, so the herding dog will pass stats to them.
Yep.
Pretty
And
nice.
we are on our top 4.
Yep.
So turn 16,
Evil
top 4.
porridge pot.
Oh,
That's nice because you don't want your good boy to pass stats to the porridge pot.
yep.
It's not a ranged unit, and there are some better targets. It's a bit risky though, because if the herding dog dies before the good boy, I guess that's already good for you. But in that case, then the good boy isn't getting max value because it won't be passing to that many units. But I mean, when it's free, I think it makes sense.
And it looks like we're freezing for that other doggy.
Yeah, there's a lot of great level 6 treasures for this comp. Um, Doppelganger Diamond would be really good,
Yep.
and I guess Golden King also, but we passed that once already.
We did. But our
Aussie beat us last time. Let's
our
see.
cinnamon stone, as
Ooh.
I like to call it, just because, I stink at pronunciation, is going to go off next turn. So we'll see what that ends up being.
Yeah, let's see if the good boy gets hit by this tailor. Yeah,
Oh,
then we might lose. Yeah.
oof.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get through this Frank's monster
It
in the
sure
back.
is. Not. Oh
Oh,
my
but we did
gosh, are
it.
you
We
kidding me?
did it.
Whoa,
Taylor's
and he
really
knocked them
making this.
out. Wow. Okay, and we have
Yeah.
Holy Grail. Let's
Holy Grail is
go.
a great hit.
Let's go.
Wow. This game really
I mean,
turned on its head.
if there is a player in this lobby that just consistently makes it look easy, it is
It's
All
true.
for All. I mean,
It's
they are
true.
the definition of just hit, bro. Like,
Yeah, and Aussie like played that extremely well. Set up the scam needed to
yeah,
get through the good boy. But
that was of no fault of Aussie's. That was, I mean, just hit. Just hit on All for Roll side. Wow, and we're
yeah,
gonna.
overall choosing the Aladdin's lamp.
Su-
I guess like the stat treasures are not that big compared to the stats already on board,
the
but
absolute
I
confidence of that pick, though. Like, All
yeah,
for
I kind
Roll.
of expect the game will be over before it goes off, but
We'll
the
see.
final
Crazier things have
3
happened.
can stall out. Yeah,
And
yeah,
honestly, if we get to see a cinnamon stone and an Aladdin's lamp, I mean that's the dream, right? Like you always
true.
want to see that reveal.
Yeah.
It's what keeps us all playing is
And not
what's
even
it going to
into each
be.
other, just like a separate
Yeah.
separately choosing to take an Aladdin's lamp. Um, okay, another good boy board. Still playing with Romeo and Juliet. I've
And
never seen
ooh. And they
Romeo and Juliet
have
on 2 different
the Romeos and
rows.
Juliets. I mean that pig was huge, by the way. It denied Kiv a
Yeah.
hit. Um wow,
There
not even
is
close.
a chrono crystal, so I was definitely
Oh,
wrong about the Aladdin's lamp not
I
going
didn't
off.
even see the chrono crystal.
Yeah, but we have a scam opponent here. Wait, the scam opponent died! Wow. So I guess the ghost of Aussie was quite challenging to deal with.
Yeah, well, we saw it. I mean, uh, we may have
Yeah,
had
it
the
almost
only
got.
board that could take them down because they had. I mean, the size of that Frank's monster was outrageous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bit of a surprise, and it looks like the lens lamp is not going off after all.
Well, hold on,
Um,
hold on. I mean, probably not, but still,
yeah,
hold
something
on.
really, really amazing has to happen here.
Yeah,
Um, the last fight was not particularly close, and unfortunately, like this Aladdin is not really. They don't have a scam setup right now. I would say that's the way that you get through this is by celery tea or tailoring the good boys, and then taking advantage of the fact that the backline is pretty small otherwise. But
this board
the,
is scammable for sure. Just whether or not our opponent is going to have the time and the money to do it is
yeah,
the
I don't
other
even think they have
question.
evils on their board
Yeah,
right now.
or porch pot.
I suppose you could. It's kind of like a long-term investment. Like it gives you more preserve in case the game goes late, but it doesn't really seem like this game is going late.
Wow. We sell for it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I low key am like praying for a tie just to see that Aladdin's lamp. Like,
Yep.
the only thing worse than dying with an Aladdin's lamp is winning before it goes off.
Right. And actually, when you win on this turn, it looks like you never even had it.
Yep,
Like in the
exactly.
in the end of
Like, you
game.
never know.
Oh my god, yeah. Trying to play honest stats, but good boy. Good boy just does too much.
Yep.
Yeah, all for all taking down the first lobby
Nice.
with food dogs.
All right.
Yeah, really nice play with the fishing rod to steal the Nero and taking an early good boy with the core fusion item, also enabling it. Yeah, really powerful start.
Awesome. Well, that was a great first match. I am going to let the lobby know, excuse me, that they can set up for the next one because we may be able to forego a break here. Yeah, no, that was an awesome. I mean, talk about quintessential good boy board. I mean, that just worked. That just worked from like turn what 13, 14 on. It was just to the races.
hmm You mentioned that you like playing with mages. What are your other favorite endgame comps?
I love Slay. If you can get just a solid Slay board going, if you can
Yeah,
get an early Hermes, uh,
yeah.
and
A bunch
just
of golden sea witches.
yeah, I mean, I love that. Um, I mean, who doesn't love pulling off a fluff board at the end of the day? Like, it's so satisfying and it just feels so dirty, but in the best way. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, I love how Slay like can end the game before your opponents get set up because like
Yeah.
a lot of the tools you need are on level 5, and if you have like a big woman in the moon that and golden units behind, you're just doing like more than 10 damage every fight.
Yep.
That's very satisfying to like shut down your opponents.
Yeah. And real quick, I do just want to shout out a message in the chat I saw earlier. We are on a 15-minute delay, so apologies that we can't address chat very quickly. But somebody asked if they can qualify for the tournaments outside of real-time ladder. And the answer to that is yes, you can qualify through async. And I believe the cutoff there is 5,200.
Just 5,000.
Oh,
Just
just
5,000.
5,000. Okay. I think it maybe
Yeah,
started at
4,500.
52 and then maybe got dropped down.
hmm
But yes, you can totally
I think that
qualify.
yeah, I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, don't
But
worry.
yeah, so right now the qualification is 4,500 for sync and 5,000 for async.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and while you're making these shoutouts, I want to remind everyone if you have a chance, or it would be great if you could leave a review for the mobile version of FTF on the App Store.
Yeah.
I left a review last month, but there are currently no other reviews of FTF on my device.
And I'm going
And
to call myself out here. I'm guilty. I need to do it, and that is what I'm going to do after the stream. I'm going to go over and review that. And good timing because we're watching a mobile player. And for those of you
exactly,
watching at home, like look how good this looks, right?
it's
Like
totally
look how
smooth. Yeah, you
like you
can
can totally be a top level
play
player on your phone.
cross-platform. hmm Yeah, and there is like pretty good bug support in the sense of if there's like a problem, people will usually let Lara know in the Discord and it gets fixed.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the more visible this app is, the more players we'll get. And yeah, it'll be a more fun game for all of us.
Totally, yeah. We want the more diverse the player pool, honestly, the more fun it gets.
Yeah, which is why it's awesome to see these new players in this top top 8 this month.
Yeah, I agree. I agree for sure. I mean, it's always fun and exciting to see like our hometown heroes, as I'll call them, keep coming back. But yeah, I love seeing the new faces, and sometimes when an upset happens, it just keeps things fresh and more exciting.
Okay, I'll give a reminder about the scores. So All for All has 10 points, Stonehenge Druid has 8 points, Broshi has 7 points, Aussie has 5 points, the rest have fewer, and you need 19 points to go live. So the only player who can go live this round is All for Roll if they get a first.
Yep.
Wow, considering Dionysus, what do
Ooh.
you think about this hero choice?
I think that All for Roll knows that Moo isn't here today and is taunting him.
It can be powerful. The power spikes you hit with Dionysus are very hard to beat,
Yes.
but it can be actually difficult to navigate on level 6. Many times I've had like a pair of 6s and hit the roll button, and then there's that golden 6
Yeah.
that I've been
Oftentimes,
collecting, and so I can't triple it.
so I don't infrequently play Dionysus. I think he is great for the early game up through the middle game, but honestly, if I have the chance to swap out of him as I'm getting
Hmm.
closer to 6, I will. Um,
Yeah.
and wow, I just want to point out, I didn't like notice this before, but just look at the crowns on All for Roll's head here.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
and
think
we take
certainly
the
the most
doggy.
anybody, even the crown is wearing a crown.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, this is a
crowns forever.
but locking, I think for the Murchie plus shield pair. This is interesting. We have an Icarus in the lobby as well as a Bearskin. Bearskin, my personal favorite hero, but the Icarus is going to have a tough time. There's a lot of strong early game heroes
Yeah.
in both the Mischievous Bruni and the Good Leprechaun.
I've seen
Um,
Icarus do the thing. I've seen him get there, but it's rare. It's honestly rare, at least when I play him.
yeah, if you hit the early Snow White Bride of Dracula, it feels like an amazing hero. But
True.
you're so dependent on a couple of shots.
Yep.
It's good old Gabby Jagodia showing us how to play the challenging heroes. I'm definitely rooting for them.
Yeah?
Ooh, Sphinx Tikuwabu. That's going to be a scary opponent. And who's on Bearskin? I need to know.
Who is on Bearskin?
Oh yeah, Aussie playing Fissure King. That totally makes sense. Fissure King is a great auras hero. There's many really powerful treasures for summons on level 5. There's Cat Altar, Celestial Harp, Sword of Fire and Ice, and also Shooting Star is really good with summons because you can play with Oberon easily.
Yep,
And Symbol of Unity to play Count Dracula
exactly.
is excellent with summons.
It looks like Larocco is on Bearskin.
Amazing. Oh, and took a lot. It's easy to take losses on Bearskin in level 2 because there's 0 hero attack.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, fret not. It's not that much damage.
It's only the monthly crown we're playing for, you know? No big deal. Big old vampire
Right.
bat.
With a big.
I am
Yeah, it must
a
have been a
vampire
calling
bat
it, which
believer
is
now.
tough to keep on level 2. Mm-hmm. Good hero or unit.
Taking the spicy
Okay.
spud.
We have. Uh-huh. It can be nice to bank 2 gold on turn 3 because then you can spend more turn. Yeah, this is challenging. The second hacking dog is not as good, I would say, because like going from 1 to 2 hero attack versus going to 2 to 3 is not as good.
Yeah.
But if you find a Mycroft now, it's gonna get +4, +4, +0 a turn,
True.
which is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Even like magnifying glass or Hansel would be nice at this point.
Yeah, Hansel would be great. I mean, it's
And
already a semi-beefy
yes,
unit, so...
yeah, and I forgot that I would say that the hot potato is especially good on Dionysus because we're gonna want to roll.
Yes. I was actually just thinking that same thing because more often than not, it gets weird on turn 3 if you do roll. Sometimes you can't
Hmm.
afford what you end up rolling into unless you sell, and the hot potato is just a very good way to counter that.
Yeah, I think we got a bit punished for the double herding dog and end up taking
Ooh,
some damage.
Cabbage
That's
Merchant.
not bad. It's not ideal, but like for one more turn we might take a loss, but then hopefully after that, then the merchant will be very large and
Yep.
can carry us through.
And the cabbages, honestly,
Ooh,
cabbages are fine.
wow. Yeah, it looks like considering selling for I think the magnifying glass,
Oh,
No.
we didn't sell the items separately. Interesting.
Yeah, you get 2 gold if you sell a unit with an
Oh,
item, and
is
that
that how
can,
that works?
yeah,
I
yeah.
always
And so that
sold
can
them
come into
separately.
play. Yeah, so it really matters when you have Broker's Brooch because it doubles the sell of an item. So if you do
Okay.
that with a unit plus an item,
Yeah,
you get 4 gold instead of 2 gold.
I am learning something today. Yeah, I've always separated the item from the unit because I thought if you didn't do
Hmm.
that, you didn't get all of the gold.
Yeah, yeah.
Please, somebody tell me that I'm not the only one that thought that.
Another thing I've seen that people aren't sure about is like moving an item before core fusion because you're worried the item gets eaten. But actually, core fusion passes the item as well as the stats.
Yep.
Wow, this is not the line I would have taken. Very interesting. It is yeah. Deuce is really good.
Ooh,
Doesn't
we
look like it
miss
gets
on
a
the
slay this time.
swan
We're gonna
sleigh,
take so
and
much
our
damage.
merchant just gets knocked right out.
Okay, but 10-22 on turn 5, that's massive.
It is
Oh, we
massive.
could even.
Okay,
I was
we like
thinking.
the Ori. Well, I like the
Gosh.
Ori.
Yeah, this is so awkward. I would have expected the cabbage to go on the merchant because it provides 25% preserve and there is a lot of food on it.
Yeah,
Like, I think there's 10-10 food right now, and it'll get even more next turn.
sure.
Oh yeah, there should be no problem beating this Icarus. It looks like they skipped 2 turns.
Yeah, tough to
I guess we'll find out.
see until we look at them. Yes, I think you are right.
No, just 1 turn. Just 1 turn.
Just one?
Yeah, so the XP that it shows is the XP they had last round, and they were on 3.1 last round,
Yep.
which is 1 turn ahead. That it seems like that's the intuitive way to play Icarus. It's not that greedy. You only lose 2 gold and
Yeah,
you're 1 XP up. But the problem is being down 2 gold for the first like 4 fights is a huge deal, and I
it
always
is.
end up taking a bunch of losses.
And I know a lot
Also,
of
this
people
this
try to counteract that by being greedy. It's really hard to resist doing that. Like if you're like, okay, I'm missing out on this much gold, your instinct is to go the extreme and be as greedy as you can with the XP, but that often ends in people's downfall.
Yeah, you just end up 8th. This is an interesting positioning. Usually I would try to get the puck first. I think the reason for this is like expecting to win anyways, and then this way the cabbage merchant takes more hits. That's my idea.
Yeah, and
Yeah, like the cabbage merchant's gonna get so many triggers here.
yep, this is big
Oh, it
ol'
didn't die.
Oh,
No cabbage. That could be a problem.
I mean the stats are there though.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna carry us through this next round, but right. And so I guess that's fine. We just lose a gold.
Yep.
It has to die this round though, or it won't have any preserve anymore. Yeah, the Oslo, I think Faithful Oslo, I think it's called, is a nice
Playful, I
combo with
think.
cabbage. Playful, right?
Yeah.
Nice
I'm also
combo with
terrible
cabbage
with card
merchant.
names, so
Yeah, and it also cabbage merchant triggers on spells and unit attacks, so there is a slight synergy with Cursed Rose as well. And in this case, it seems like we're using it to make sure the beast survives the Cursed Rose.
yep. I mean, why not take the item?
Yeah, it banks a gold and slightly improves your board.
Yep.
And yeah, just moving the tracking dog in one, that way it dies when the Cursed Rose dies. So this way you might get 2 extra damage. Yeah, so even on Dionysus, All for Roll doesn't roll very much.
Yeah.
All for Roll's previous name was Give Free Roll Back.
Yes.
And in a previous iteration of the game, you always had a free roll, which allowed you to kind of craft your board a little bit more precisely. Nowadays, it seems like the way to get wins is to be very efficient with your gold and not roll very much.
Right.
That's certainly how Synesthesia and All for Roll play. But on Dionysus, I often roll a little bit.
Yeah.
kind of putting on a clinic here. This is pretty cool.
And
Okay.
uh, with the level 2 treasure that gives you a free roll, you can sometimes
Mm,
get the best of both worlds there.
right. Okay, there's a combo here with the Puck plus Rapunzel. I wonder if we'll see that. Sorry, the Moth plus Rapunzel. Puck is also a combo with Moth. This is interesting.
Rapunzel is one of
Having
those
the
cards that unless I need a beefy unit, like I'm taking damage, I don't take
hmm
her a whole lot, honestly.
Yeah, it does kind of pigeonhole you into a build, and it's quite hard to activate that quest.
Yeah.
It says if I am boosted by Rapunzel's Prince, but having two Rapunzel's Prince does not make it
Yeah, it doesn't double
trigger
up the
faster. Yeah,
ticks on
it's
that.
it's good for a couple of turns, like when you're on level 4, but oftentimes by the time you get to level 5, it's kind of awkward to play on your board.
Yeah. Oh, and we'll get to check out
Oh,
how the bearskin is doing here, too.
yeah, Laraco's board. Yeah, Icarus seems to have stabilized. Yeah, I wonder how the bearskin board looks. I love it when okay, it looks like it's a bit of a struggle over there. They didn't all have matching numbers, and 6 is a bit small for turn 7.
Yeah.
This can happen. You don't always get the good numbers. Okay, we have a bunch of 8s. 11 on turn 7. Yeah, could be worse.
And our merchant does that. Wow, okay, they tie it up.
Yeah, got the time. Because Bearskin kind of forces you to play these non-synergistic comps, it's nice if you can get a lead early, like you can be doing damage to people.
Right.
Oh, our Swan is almost
Oh,
at the
yeah.
triggering point. That's cool.
Not super the
Sunlight.
hits you want to see on Dionysus. Looks like we are starting
Yeah,
to roll a little bit, but we haven't been rewarded for it, really.
yeah, the aura, the Godmother, I think it's called.
Yeah.
The good aura is extremely good on level 3, but then by this point you're trying to replace it anyway, so it's not the best time to invest.
Yeah.
Oh, in case any viewers weren't sure, if you put so the cabbage has this text that it like expires after a couple of turns, but if you put it on the bench, it does not expire.
Oh,
So
that's a pro tip right there.
yeah, you can bank it for later by doing that. Oslo is a naughty dog and needs to find
Naughty
somewhere to
dog.
sit. Yeah, the ones that have I forget what the keyword is called. Walk? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have walk 2, you're a good dog. Or if you don't have walk, like good boy and yeah, is a good dog. But the ones with walk 3 are so annoying to reposition. They're
Yeah,
bad dogs.
it really is.
This was the best turn to get an XP spell, I would say. Like being a little bit early into level 5 is great. And when you're on like 4.1 or like 5.1, that way you next turn you go to the next level.
Yep.
It's much smoother than taking on other turns. It can be rough to use mana asceticism for it. Oops.
Ooh, we got the
Zillilag is flipping their phone over, maybe
dance
moving
party.
to a new
Dance
position.
party on screen.
Because you're short on mana, like one of the best hits to get early on 5 is Count Dracula, but without mana you can't actually take it. So I think it's well balanced. Oh my god, Stonehenge Druid again playing with Romeo Juliet, and unlucky doesn't the Romeo Juliet does not run into the
Yeah. The mer person there.
Medusa Siren Lorelei,
Yeah.
and does not trigger.
And
Wow, we got a bunch of cabbages now.
real quick, just another question in the chat. Do sync and async reset every month? And the answer to that is yes. There are floors, so you're not going to drop back down to 0. But yes, we do reset. It's usually the first of every month, usually in the morning hours around 8 a.m. EST, but that can change. But yep, we do reset each month, and then the climb begins again, and we try to qualify for the next month's tournament.
Okay, it looks like we had an early Gretel here, which can be nice. Yeah, not bad. It seems a bit awkward to have the Siren in 3 rather than 4, and we saw last fight that it attacked, but this way it gets the 6 attack and is that's much better than
Mm-hmm.
having less than 6 attack because it guarantees it's going to kill something.
Yep.
Just like last game, we have a lot of gold banked up right now.
We really do. Between our spicy spud and our cabbages, we've got all the vegetable money right now.
Yeah, I never realized
There's
they both
always
work.
money in the vegetable stand.
Yeah. I wonder what we'll find next turn. Oftentimes on level 5, that's where I find my direction
Ooh,
for the rest
dance
of the
party
game.
is back.
Although last game, All For Real really found it on level 6. But yeah, once again, like I think I just took one loss in the early game. That's really tough. In these lobbies, everyone's playing strong boards. It's like so hard not to lose. Oh yeah, it looks like Bearskin and Icarus have both been stable for a while.
Yeah. Which, those are feast or famine heroes, seriously. So,
Hmm.
that's pretty cool. So, I have to
Ooh.
ask why Bearskin is your favorite.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure that's the strongest, but it's like so finicky and challenging to play. I find it very satisfying. Oh my gosh, the Ares Spear
Yep.
saving that tie
It
there.
sure did.
Very nice. Whew. Exacxies. I mean, so when it goes well, it's extremely satisfying, and it's kind of like Peter Pan in this way that there are so many like things that you wouldn't consider otherwise that seem to be relevant for Bearskin. Oh yeah,
Golden Star
I just
Child
like how.
here is pretty good.
Yeah, nice hit. The truth is, so the Golden Star Child, all it does, it doesn't summon more stars. It just increases the power of the stars. So I think it's 66% of the power, and then Puck gives it another 100%. So these stars will be like 30 damage ish,
Yeah, which is
which is nice. But oftentimes, like yeah, against this board, it wouldn't have mattered if it was 66% versus um, the double because they just kill their targets anyways.
yeah.
But I mean, we definitely wanted to hit a Star Child on this level 5 because we already hit a Puck.
Yep.
And it gives you some nice direction, I would say, going into 6.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
a lot
Star
of boost
Child's
lines
a
that open
card
up.
that can stick around, so
Mm-hmm. Plays really well with Titania. If we hit a Titania later, we can play that in front of the Puck, and so the Puck will. No, I'm sorry, Moth. I always get these mixed up.
that's okay.
They do different things. So the Moth will boost the Star Child's size stars, which affects the stars that Titania sees, and then Titania fire stars based on that. And once again, the Moth will boost those stars, so you get some really massive stars coming out.
Yep. Yeah, stars
Yeah,
are one
wow.
of those comps that I find myself getting repeatedly crushed by. I mean, they kind of come out of nowhere, especially with the comps that I like to force. They're pretty susceptible to stars. So
Right,
maybe I
really
need
good against
to add
mages.
stars into my itinerary here because they're pretty good when you can pull them off.
Yeah, it's um some people consider Fairy Tale Fables like a spiritual successor to Storybook Brawl, and there was no comp like these fairies or stars, whatever you
No,
want to
there
call
was
them,
not.
in that game. So it was definitely really challenging for me to learn.
Yeah,
Oh, that was a.
and another
If the Puck had
tie.
one more attack,
Yep.
like if the item was on the Puck, oh my god, the Moth rather than the
Puck,
Gretel,
moth, same
then that would
thing.
have been a win. I know it's such a bad mistake to make, but I repeatedly make this error.
I get it.
Wow, 5 cabbages? I usually sell them. This is cool. I think I
So
gotta
many
try
cabbages.
banking my cabbages more. And then we're still playing a tracking dog and a goose. This is kind of strange to me. Okay, I consider Uther a really good synergy with Star Child.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But yeah, the truth is we don't have that many other boosters, so it doesn't fit that
Succubus?
neatly. Yeah, this is, I would say, an example of Dionysus kind of costing us. The Succubus would have been better if it costed less.
Yeah. Are they gonna go for that drag?
Maybe
They're
All For
going
All
for
is
the
thinking
drag.
that about this. Yeah, we don't have many evil units, so It looks a bit weird, but okay,
I
nice,
mean, the
nice.
the
It allows
swan
you to
and the
put
dog
this.
needed to go, and this isn't the worst thing to replace him with, so
Yeah, it's true. And the siren gets to play in four, and now the puck stars are bigger.
yeah. Yeah, I think this was a reasonable move here.
Mm-hmm. And now, yeah, now we can be a lot of different things going into six. Like if we find an early archdemon, we can just play straight up summons.
I'm interested to see when this bean treasure gets utilized. It's obviously a little bit tougher on Dionysus.
Yeah.
Um, so I wonder if we're gonna end up with, maybe a level 4 treasure, level 5 treasure, or we're gonna get lucky and get something bigger.
Yeah, we don't even have a pair on this board yet,
Yeah.
which often is the case when you play Dionysus. Yeah,
My thought is this bean
probably
is
All
gonna
for will
stick
not.
around for a minute.
Yeah, probably All for will not forget this, but I have many times forgotten that I have the Beast Prince or the Awakened Prince, and the bean gets me a level 3 treasure,
Yeah, and you're like, oh,
which is
that's
a bit
sad.
wasteful.
Yeah, wasted treasure, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be on level 6 a turn early. Definitely a good setup. Okay, Tikawabu is playing Hero Attack with Gretel as well as this Mr. Hyde.
Which, Mr. Hyde, another character that I haven't played around with too much.
Yeah, it's a small. I guess it's kind of an upgrade, kind of a side grade from
Lateral move.
the Detective Apprentice. Yeah,
Yeah.
it can be handy. Okay, we got a Dr. Frank, which right now it doesn't summon that many units, although it's been changed, so now it's guaranteed to summon at least one,
Yep.
which makes it definitely feel better to play than,
Yeah, it was
you know,
super sad
afraid.
when it would die and just basically a puff of smoke would come out and that was it.
Yeah, I would be interested in swapping heroes here, but it is kind of expensive. But, we have a lot of banked gold.
We do, and I think I would be looking to swap here. Better now than wait,
Oh.
but
Oh my gosh. Icarus has a big summons
oh, I
board.
missed it.
There was a Count Dracula as well as two cat boxes in front,
Oh,
which can be very scary. It looks
yeah.
like we're trying to get to the dramatic reveal to swap heroes. Okay, Gemini is pretty good late. Guanyin will, yeah, Guanyin, when it
With
triggers,
the
it's going to
bean.
take 4 turns, which is like a while. But when it triggers, we'll get a level 6 treasure as long as we still have the bean.
Right. Yeah, and
Pretty nice.
considering we don't, I mean, 4 turns is a long time, so it's entirely
Yeah.
possible we get something before then, but if we just don't find a way to get there before then, it's guaranteed level 6, so not bad.
Yeah. And on 25 health, I have to imagine we will survive 4 turns. Yeah, just top the lobby as usual, all for roll.
Yep, and we've still
Finding
got
the
7 people in the
lines.
game.
Yeah, look at that board that we're up against. It's a bit better than against stars than some opponents. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it looks like we got a lot of boost opponents. And so it used to be that hunters, the end game was something like Sherlock and like maybe big Gretels or like maybe Blackbeard.
Mm-hmm.
But now you can play it with the magnifying glass plus Mermage and like almost anything. You can start with hunters into just like buffing your magnifying glass and just like transition into all sorts of stuff. It's a very flexible composition now.
And I think it was you last month that was talking about how you're a big fan of Mermage. Or were a big fan of Mermage.
Yeah,
Is that still true?
yeah. I don't play it enough, but I think it's very powerful.
Yep.
I like Mermage. Ooh,
Ooh.
this is
It is
scary.
scary. Oh,
If the Dr. Frank died first, I think we had a chance to win or tie.
yep,
But since the Count Dracula died first, the summons were extremely small.
yep. And their backline there was pretty beefy, so
Yeah, the Frank's monster is looking a bit tempting, and also the fire rune
yeah.
doubles the dying breath. It can be nice to throw on the Dr. Frank for now.
Looks like we're gonna
Okay, pair
pair
of
up on
fives. This
5. Yeah. And All for Roll is feeling like they need to spend the money on the health now. We're still in first, but it doesn't take long to go from first to last, as we all know, so...
Yeah, the health means a little less on level 6. Like when you lose, it's a lot more damage.
Yeah.
But this opponent, I think we look stronger than.
And I'm actually
But yeah,
not
this
sure who was
Archdemon was a
playing.
great find.
They started as just the Fisher King, and then picked up Little Match Girl somewhere along the
Yeah,
way.
it's Aussie.
Aussie,
OCSI, yeah.
who put up a valiant effort in the last game.
Yeah. This Archdemon, not only does it like give you some summons, which, powers up your whole board,
Yep.
but it's feeding your Count Dracula.
Yes.
Because that wants to see units die. And so the faster you can get summons that it can see die, like the bigger your end game is as well.
And the
Really nice
two
find.
ranged monster units also benefit. Those are going to keep growing.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Archdemon has an aura, which makes your monsters or evil monsters stronger for every damage you've taken. Or every time you take damage. I actually don't think Overall has taken damage very many times.
No.
But it certainly helps. Like it would guarantee, if it's still alive, it would guarantee your tailors that come. Actually, tailor isn't a monster, but okay, it would certainly guarantee your sirens got above six power.
Yeah.
We need 3 more turns for Guan Yin to trigger. And yeah, there definitely are some level 6 treasures that would be good. Divine Messenger over there. This could look scary eventually. And oh my god, so many parts. This could be a lot of summons. Yeah, it is a lot of
not
summons.
to mention, these stars are going to get scary in a second here.
Yeah. It looks like our summons are just too big.
Yeah. Yep.
Although that's so many more.
That's a lot of cats.
Cool.
Oh, come on. Ooh, okay. All right.
Oh.
We get 1 succubus attack here.
Oh, good tie.
All right.
Without the Witch Hunter's Talisman, the level 4 treasure that kills the largest unit, that would have been death.
Yeah.
So that was a really clutch take.
It sure was. So Aussie's still hanging in there. Quick.
Yeah, and since there were... Sorry.
No, I was just going to address a quick question in chat again. So more clarification on qualifying for these tournaments. They asked if you're over 5k on async ladder at the end of the month, do you automatically qualify for the tournament? So if you are at 5,000 on async by the time day 1 rolls around, you qualify for it. How you get contacted, you want to be in the Discord. Lara usually makes an announcement saying, hey, the tournament is coming up this month. If you qualify, you can just join on the day of day 1. And then if you make it through day 1, you get to day 2.
Yeah, there's a tournaments button on the main screen of FTF, like where you would press play. It's on the right side, and an hour before the tournament starts, you can, if you have the required rank, you join. But yeah, you don't qualify for next month. You have to get the rank the month of before the 4th Saturday.
Yes.
Of the month.
And thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, these always take place, day 1 always takes place on the 4th Saturday, and day 2 always takes place the day after that.
Yeah, and so Aussie not only barely surviving there, because there was a bunch of summons with a Divine Messenger and a Watson behind, they grew a lot in the last fight.
Yeah.
Their hero attack probably doubled. And yeah, so the Mermage line is available for them now as well. Or yeah, maybe just throwing a magnifying glass on something else. Sometimes you can put it on like a catnip in a bottle, and that's really strong.
Yeah. Yeah, any summon like that is going to be good.
Another Lord of Atlantis.
Good boys.
Okay, there is a Chrono Crystal here. This might just be like a... Although, wait. I was gonna say it might be a throwaway turn, but this good boy is large.
Yeah.
Oh, it got scammed. It didn't pass any health because it attacked into the siren. I guess that's why you play the siren.
Yeah, and I was gonna say those ranged units in the back, even with the good boy getting scammed, were still sizable, but just nowhere near enough here. But they still have the Chrono Crystal, so they're in. They're still
Yeah,
in.
love to see a bearskin surviving. Next turn, the treasure's going off. Oh, but now we can get a level 7 treasure. Archdemon is very awkward to play in pairs because the summons will like kind of block each other. The golden one is much smoother to play.
And we
Oh
don't
gosh,
think very
summons
long
plus
about that
celestial
shield.
shield.
Yeah.
It's dirty. And now you can summon in the siren. It has a shield anyways.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a flying item? That's dangerous. Gabby Jagodia is gonna hurt
Oh
us
wow,
here,
we
I think.
roll.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it
the
doesn't
golden
really do a
frank
lot.
can
Yeah.
be nice. Yeah, it's almost better to have two franks, especially when one is like the shield in the front
Right.
now.
True.
Um, although if the Archdemon plus the Count Dracula gets sniped, then sometimes the summons from the Frank without an aura are very, very weak. But if they're golden, that might make them good enough to work.
Yep.
Yeah, but I often feel like if you don't need the treasure, it's better to have two Franks. Yeah, we got a scam board here.
We
Pretty
do.
nice.
And Scam very frequently gets there, so.
Yeah, it's vulnerable to back row disruption, which our current opponent has. Let's see how this fight goes. But yeah, we just hit the Celestial Shield. I have to imagine we're favored in this one.
Yeah.
I wonder why Siren is in 2
I was
rather
actually just going to ask what you thought of the positioning of Siren.
Yeah, intuitively, I feel like I would summon it because like double shield doesn't help. Like it already starts with shield
It
and
almost
giving
does
shield
feel
with
like it would do more as a summon versus being on your board to start with.
Yeah.
But I mean, summoning a ranged shielded unit isn't by any means
You're right.
bad either, so I don't know. It could go either way there.
Yeah, also awkward. Oh, I must have seen it wrong. This opponent does not have the wings. That was someone else. But they do have a big Romeo. It's not that effective against Scam.
No.
To have a big unit.
And these ranged units in Stonehenge's back line are little tiny, little small.
Yeah. More than 10 damage, knocking out
Stonehenge
wow,
Druid,
Symbol of
yeah.
Unity plus golden Count Dracula. This is gonna be scary. Against a Scam opponent, we have the wings. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
If Moo was here, I'm sure he would be excited about the Frank's monster.
Yes.
And starting with Dionysus.
I know.
But,
this is literally
looks like,
Moo's game.
yeah, it looks like All for Roll is not interested. And we might about to see why. Like, you know, you start your Frank's monster expecting it to do a lot, and then a flying unit in one just snipes it.
Yeah. Yeah, Frank's monster is a little bit of a glass cannon in that way. Super susceptible to getting sniped, unless you have like countermeasures set up for that. But if it does get there, it can kind of carry you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a massive unit. The what's it called? Supply cabinet, yeah, is a great pickup here. It summons 3 things. They're not evil, but 3 things in one unit that all get buffed from the Count Dracula. That's so many stacks. Really hard to compete with.
Yep.
The opponent has a large Blackbeard with a bottled lightning, so it's possible it could be really big next turn, but
yeah,
it's gonna be tough to get through all these. Like, it would need a lot of health to survive our front row. Effectively, yeah, with shield and like more than about 100 attack each, yeah, it's gonna need a lot of health to survive that.
We still can get beat up a bit by flying units, ranged units.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with these shields, like you just said, we're in a pretty favorable position right now.
Yeah, we need a bit of scam to get away from it. All was advocating really hard for the removal of the flying spell,
Really?
and has yeah, and it's been removed in the last patch, and has found many ways to take advantage of it. To me, it looks to me. I'm glad to see that Bearskin is still in the game. But this is how it felt to me when I was playing. I probably had like
Oh my
either
gosh,
4 or
look at the
5 or
size
maybe
of
all
that
5.
Blackbeard.
Oh,
That thing is
yeah.
huge.
Sniped the Frank's monster. That was if Blackbeard died before Frank's monster died, it would have been massive, but
Tragic.
we didn't
Yeah.
see that. Oh wow, summoning a brave little tailor. That's so powerful. Oh,
It is, and there's
but
nothing to take it out before it attacks.
yeah, but now that the Count Dracula has died, all of our stats are gone, so we are extremely vulnerable. The only stats we have left is the aura from the Archdemon, and it's much smaller.
Oh my gosh. That was a
Yeah,
wild
Bershka.
combat. That went from like, holy crap, look at the size of that Blackbeard, to like, holy crap, we sniped the Franks monster, to, oh my gosh, they did it. Like,
Yeah, if we had a slightly different luck, like if the Count Dracula attacked a different unit, maybe there weren't any. I think maybe the whole front row was dead except Blackbeard. But if the Count Dracula survives the attack, maybe like it has an unyielding item, I think that's a win. Holy, yeah, yep. This was what we were talking about. The hunter player has thrown a Sherlock's spyglass on a mermage and is extremely threatening now.
all right. Seen it in action.
Turn evil spell. It's
Where? I
actually
mean, it would
awkward
go
on
on the
these.
pirate, right? Or the cat. It would
Uh,
go on the
the-
furniture.
yeah. The problem is both of them already summon a unit. So if the Archdemon summons in that spot, like something might get blocked.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I think that the duelist summon happens before the Archdemon summon. Like the Archdemon just wouldn't summon that round. But I'm not quite sure how it works for the rest.
Yeah.
Wow, this is so scary. Look at those numbers. The thing is, for us, our stats come from an aura. So even the summons will have that power.
Yep.
The Aussie's board, it looks massive at the beginning, but the things that Aussie summon will not be large. The thing is, if Aussie finds the Oberon, then all you need is one large Oberon.
Right.
The stats, everything else doesn't matter. So
Yeah, that can turn
I would say,
very quickly in their favor.
yeah. This Pandora's box looks kind of interesting to me. We already have the stealth item, so
All right, and we make the duelist
we
evil.
could give. Yep. Seems reasonable.
Yeah. Ooh, so many boys on the
Atlantis.
board.
Atlantis plus.
Okay, well, Athena
Okay.
got taken right out.
Yeah, this is really good against summons and shields because but yeah, we're just not getting that many royal attacks.
Yeah, and Kiv ended up in the front
Um,
row. I mean, sizable Merlin, but I don't know that that's gonna get there.
Well, because every one of our attacks like hits the whole front row,
Yeah.
but the shields seem to do enough. Yep, Bearskin
Wow,
down.
with a full board too. I mean, not hard to do
Yeah.
with summons, but still, it's impressive when you see it.
Yeah. Our final is summons against summons, and they both are looking for Shooting Star Oberon. Let's see who finds it. I think I would have looked at that fire rune. I guess it's not that important. This is just straight up another summon. Oh my gosh, we're playing Titania? Interesting.
It makes sense with that board, though.
Yeah, you can see the summon chain above the board. There's like a golden cat box and like a golden crewmate. There's like, yeah, there are so many summons coming. I think it's even more than we have.
Yeah.
That has. That fire mage looks kind of interesting to me. Although, oh, we already have flying. Also, the unyielding item looks kind of good to me because if you can get that on the Count Dracula,
Yeah.
you feel a lot safer.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. It would be tough to
A lot of
sell for
shame.
it, though.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, we could
I don't think there's
still
four
lock
cells.
for it. I don't hate the idea of putting that on the Drac, actually. I mean, that's a huge safety blanket.
Let's see if they hit a Oberon. Yep, Oberon is on the board, and I think we are cooked. Oh, oh my God! It survived an attack. This mermaid is insane. I mean, yeah, there's already over 100 hero attack and the magnifying glass, but also a bottled lightning, which increases the size. So every one of these stars, they're shields, which is really good against it, but every one of these stars is doing like 300 damage.
Yeah.
And the Oberon by default already has the unyielding, so it's not going to kill itself.
I mean, our shields help with that a little bit, but
Yeah, it does so much that I think that if All for All finds Oberon, this could be close.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
look at all those summons. But the crew map, or I think it's called like Rescue Runner or something. Oh no!
Man, I think
Oh wow!
this is happening.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna go differently.
Oh
Wow, I
my
really called this wrong.
gosh.
Yeah, these pranks
Summons
summon so many
are
units.
busted. I can't believe we won against that.
Yeah.
Very well played, All for
The
All.
5 damage shooting stars did actually so much there. That was amazing.
Super.
Yeah, that was a clinic. I have to play this Count Dracula plus Symbol Unity more. That was amazing. And that Dracula was found using Dionysus, so
Yeah.
Dionysus is really coming through this game.
Wow.
Okay, All for Roll with 20 points is now live to win the whole thing.
I'm just trying to update our points here real quick because I think put something in weird. No, I didn't. Okay, it's fixed now. Yeah, so All for Roll, in true All for Roll fashion, is live.
Okay, so if you were in All for Roll's position, you know, you have 2 firsts, you just need 1 more first. What's the hero that you wanna pull for next round?
Oh man. Jeez. Is it cheating if I say Savitri?
Amazing. No, that's very reasonable.
My actual answer... I don't know. There's so many good ones. There's ones that just really help you in the early game. I mean, like, Artemis, honestly, is so strong early and mid-game that, like, it can save you that health, and at the end of the day, that's what matters, right? So, even something as basic as Artemis can really just get you there.
Yeah, I also think that, like, I'm kind of blanking on, is it Trophy Hunter? The hero that gets your first 2 slays are doubled?
Yeah, yep.
That can snowball you into a first as well. That's a super dangerous one.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I love that hero. I play them frequently. I'm gonna let them know to set up the next lobby. I'm sorry for my clickety-clackety in the background here. I have a very loud keyboard, so... real quick, I'm gonna switch over to a different scene here, and I think I'm gonna change. I've had a GIF of me dancing as my picture for this month stream, but honestly, it's a little distracting.
It looks like the players are requesting a quick break.
Yeah, no worries at all. I'm just.
Do you think we should take a break as well, or?
Yeah, give me just a second to stay on this screen so I can make my face not so huge. Pardon for the mid-stream technical work here, but the GIF was driving me a little bit crazy, so we're gonna...
Yeah, this week, or this month, Livy is both doing the production and casting, so thank you for all that. I'm not sure how I would keep up with it. When I'm streaming, I can't even, like, read chat while playing. I'm overwhelmed very easily by
honestly,
multitasking.
same, yeah. And, I mean, shout out to the casters. I don't cast very often myself. I sort of fill in when I need to. But you guys don't have a very easy job either, if I'm being honest. But I'm having a ton of fun doing this, so this is
Oh, I
awesome.
love it. I feel like I just get to watch the finals, but get to chat with someone as well.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is really
Um,
lovely.
yeah, let's take a quick like 2-minute break. Get up, stretch real quick, run to the bathroom. Um, yeah, everybody hang tight.
Yep, sounds good.
We'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Yep, see you soon.
Okay, we are back, and we are about to head into round 3 of this month's tournament. So far, All for One is putting on a clinic here. I mean, he's doing what he does.
Yeah, it's been awesome. And just a reminder to anyone who hasn't done this yet, I just logged into FTF, went to the shop, and redeemed code monthly-December. Got 4,000 gems and 7 Battle Pass days. That gives you infinite fairy tales for the duration.
Yep.
So if you haven't done it yet, this tournament might end soon, and you gotta make sure to redeem it before the tournament ends.
Yes, and if you're not sure exactly what to type, you can do !crystals in the Twitch chat here, and it'll tell you exactly how to type it, so you get those codes. But yeah, I think we're gonna try and jump right into round 3 here, see how it goes, because I am very eager to see what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, Overall's been looking untouchable. I don't even think. I guess they've been at 10 health, which technically is in lethal range.
Yep.
I thought they might have lost that last fight, but
I thought so too.
I don't think they
When
were.
we came in and you said, "Oh, we're cooked," I'm like, "Oh, we're cooked."
Yeah, because the Oberon, but yeah, the Divine Shields did so much.
Yep.
I didn't expect that fight to go that way.
Nope, me neither. But again, all for roll. This is This is what we've come to expect, for better or worse. For worse for the rest of the lobby, but
Oh my
oh my
gosh,
gosh,
and
take Peter Pan. Please take Peter Pan.
no chance.
Please.
I think cat or
Please,
bearskin
please, please,
is
please,
what's
please, please,
happening
please,
here.
please,
Oh,
please.
Jean?
No,
Interesting.
no. Peter Pan's.
Interesting. Cool. Yeah, too bad. We aren't seeing Peter Pan. I would say both cat and bearskin require changing your playstyle a lot. And cat's quite very high variance, and bearskin too. If you don't see the right shops, it's a bit of a disaster. Jean is much more solid, and just gives you some stats. Is kind of helpful in the early game.
Yeah. Cheshire Cat,
Peter Pan's the coolest,
as much as I
I would say.
love rolling, I never take Cheshire Cat. It's just a little too inconsistent and scary for me, so.
I love to sell my whole board on turn 4 and just get like one big unit.
Yeah.
Not sure how good it is, but
Oh, and here comes the vampire bat. Surprise,
it's
surprise.
led to some crazy. Yeah. Yeah, as usual. Ooh, and another vampire bat. Exciting. Okay, what else we got? We have a phantom in the lobby. That's the first phantom we're seeing so far. And the first Sundiata as well. I would say those are both 2 top tier heroes. Yeah, and a couple other ones.
And again,
Oh, we did get
apologies
the
to
sleigh
everybody
here as
watching
well.
me change my picture on screen here. It's easier said than done when you're live, so.
Jean is kind of tricky. It often matters the order that you buy units in when you're playing Jean d'Arc.
Yes.
There are a couple ways to mess it up. Okay, yeah, we've taken a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, I think 4 damage already, which is like the same as if you lost the fight. But we have an extremely strong board.
Yeah, 2 vampire bats, 2 items. Excellent. I love it when a vampire bat crashes into something bigger than it, because the vampire bat doesn't go away, doesn't die, knocks off some health. It's a good way to level out a fight if you're going against somebody with larger units.
Yeah. On level 2, not many things have more than 3 attack, but I guess both of our units do.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice
interesting way
tie.
to open. Gabby Jagodia. Interesting. So, oh wow. Yeah, given we already have 2 daggers, the Murchie was
Makes a
very
ton of
large.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stats for turn 2. And yeah, although this does make it harder to sell the swords on the next level. Like oftentimes or sometimes you have 5 gold and you have some level 3s in the shop you want, so you'll like sell something to pick up a second level 3 unit.
Yeah.
Spend the 5 gold efficiently. With Murchie, it makes it a bit harder.
So I'm curious, where do you land on egg these days with the egg change?
Yeah, I find myself very rarely taking it. I haven't seen anyone triple one
Yeah.
just
Since the change, I
yet.
haven't.
Like,
I haven't
yeah,
been able to
exactly.
triple it.
Yeah. But it's level 2, so I think that's okay. Like, the truth is the 2-1 is decent. Like, even after it cracks, but then, like, I mean, decent. Below average, for sure.
At the very
I don't
least, you get
ever...
half your gold back by selling the eggshells.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
yeah, I guess it's all right.
Better than breaking into nothing,
Yeah,
but
I agree.
doesn't seem good enough to take yet. Wow, Tiguabu also seems to have cast a bunch of Demon Steels, had like way more units than, I think 5 units where we have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, awkwardness.
Ooh, yes.
So it's also awkward because Alpharol took a level 3 unit and triggered the hero ability, but there were no level 3 units to receive the buff. But I mean, yeah, there just wasn't another way to do it here. Or I guess technically you could take the Sprout, but it would be kind of useless.
This level 3 mage is truly just one of my favorite cards.
Yeah,
Yep.
super solid one.
I am a mage fan.
And it can carry you through a lot of the game.
Oh, yeah.
it can be very good for a very long time. I wouldn't say that Jeanne d'Arc is the best mage hero,
Yeah.
but it feels better to me than the Mycroft in this position.
Yep, I agree. It's a little easier to scale as well, just given that
Hmm.
any spell is going to buff it versus, needing to get the hero attack.
Right. Yeah, Mycroft plays really well with the oh, nice tie for
Thrawn.
the Phantom. It plays really well with the tracking dog because
Mm-hmm.
it like passively gains stats every round.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, chameleon.
yeah, um hopefully it can slay, but it's always a bit of a risk. 7 power.
Have you
Yeah, that's enough.
managed to get the chameleonaire achievement yet?
No,
Me neither.
I'm not. I haven't been going. Like if you're going for a chameleonaire, it kind of means that you're like not trying to win
Oh,
the
you're
game.
committed to the bit if you are going for chameleonaire. I've only seen I've probably run into more than one person in lobbies. But I've only
Hmm.
like taken note of one person with it, and I was like, "You are a champion."
Yeah, I think Moo rocks that title.
Oh, nice.
Moo
Okay.
Mala. Yeah.
Yeah, the only achievements I go for are the losing expert, losing master.
That's funny. Yeah, I haven't done that much achievement hunting. I think that there's only one person with Let It Snow right now, or maybe there's more, but like
Which
that one
one's?
seems absurdly hard
Yeah, which one's
to
that?
me. It's like cast 2,000 blizzards or
Oh
something,
my god.
and like I cast like 40 or something. I have like 1,000 hours of playtime, and although they didn't track the achievements for all, but I've only casted 40.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's
Um,
funny.
yeah, but I think Jeff got it and like played a Wish for Life board where um like a cursed rose was slaying to cast like a bunch of blizzards.
Yeah.
I think that like 2,000 blizzards were cast, but like 1,000 of them were in one fight.
That is so funny. Oh my god.
Okay, back to this game. The chameleon hit a Captain Hook, which is not great, but
Oh
it
my
got new used into
gosh.
a Nocturne.
I
I think early
love
Nocturne,
Nocturne.
yeah, it's good if you can get people to keep slaying. And actually,
On
I think this is the
3.2
best way to
though,
play it.
that's
Sorry?
great. On 3.2?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it seems good. Okay, but so if you get a slay, you get a 4 power star, and it comes in 7 turns. So I mean, it's not like super overwhelming. I think the best way to play it actually is to put Nocturne in 1 and to let it slay
Yeah, and
itself
get
and
big.
grow. But yeah, it's awkward because you don't really have space for it in your back row for a while
Right.
until you get like a really consistent slayer, I would say. Yeah, it's nice. If honestly though, if I found like a twist in the next drop, I would twist it.
I'm
But yeah,
curious
we'll
to
see
see
how
what this
also plays.
phantom turned into, too.
Right, it's turn 5 now. We'll have to watch out for that, and we'll have to watch out for what Sundiata has spiked.
Yeah.
Um, there are a lot of good targets on level 3 and level 2.
I'm an owl all day, every day kind of girl.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. I find
Sprout. Sprout's great.
you. Oh, I used to spike Sprout when the grow was 2 health every.
Yeah, it's a little
It
tougher
used to be
now.
like double, right? Yeah, I haven't been spiking Sprout recently.
Yeah. I guess some of it depends a little bit, like how confident you are in your early game versus your later
Right.
game.
Okay, it looks like this Sundiata is saving it and has found summons and auras. Yeah, this is a
Not
solid
bad.
start, I would say.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, we have a better one. And the stars are gonna land! That's scary.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, we have a great back row for this Nocturne. I would say this is one of the awkward things about the
Ooh.
Vampire Bat is it's really bad to triple it.
Yeah.
It costs you a life and it kind of makes... Like, all it does is add 3/3 in permanent death and you lose a unit.
Yeah, and we're gonna ignore it, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. But took a future vision, which is exciting.
It is
I
exciting.
guess All for All feeling strong enough that, Don't need to spend that gold in improving the board. Just want to see the level 5 units. Yeah, that was a great turn to play Future Vision as well.
Yep.
So, like, ideally, you want to play XP such that you have, like, the next turn you get to the next level.
Yep.
The unit in 3, if you haven't played this patch, this is the replacement for Detective Apprentice. I guess Dr. Jekyll. So it's pretty much the same. I think it had the same stats, but the difference now is if it slays, it turns into an evil unit, which has a slay that increases your
Yep.
hero attack. Mostly the same unit, but I thought Detective Apprentice was already extremely strong for a level 4 unit. So yeah, still seems playable. Still seems good.
Yeah, I find myself not going for that line of gameplay very often, but this next turn here, now that we have the Future Vision, man, I would be frothing at the mouth for Hermes and the Slay Mage Monster. Like with this Nocturne, I'd be so happy.
Yeah. Ooh, scary board over there. But we don't get punished for taking XP. We still win. Okay, although the yeah, so that treasure hamster perfectly healthy and with a magic bean. If they
Yeah.
find like a level 4 treasure, they could get an orchestra and it would be crazy. Wow, we rolled twice.
Whoa.
Oh, and this is not the best thing to find.
Really, I don't hate this unit. Especially
yeah, it's not bad, but it doesn't trigger in one turn. It's still gonna need like to slay twice to go. But yeah, the Nocturne is big and it's already slaying. You're right. It's good. Like we have it way early, so
Yeah.
it's very likely to trigger.
I still think we should be putting Nocturne in second here, personally.
Interesting.
Or just ditching the support and putting it in back. Yeah, that makes more sense. But
right.
Nocturne and I'd rather see the Nocturne get big than a bat.
Yeah, 16, 21. Yeah, if you put it in second position, you get to 18, which is a break point. Your stars will be 6 power instead of 5. But I guess that's not the hugest deal.
Oh,
yeah, I wonder how this is gonna go.
We got Queen of Hearts and what's the name of the other guy?
Meta Mimic.
Yeah, for our Phantom of the Opera picks. Wow.
I've never played that combo before. That seems so
scary.
That is
wild.
It doubles both. So Queen of Hearts has an ability that increases the permanent stats of some of your units, and it decreases the permanent stats of other units.
Yeah.
And if that effect is doubled, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's definitely a difficult combination to play, but these are extremely strong players. Let's see what they can do with it.
In my opinion, takes a pretty strong player to work Queen of Hearts because you are constantly altering your board and moving it around.
Yeah.
So it can be tricky to keep up with. Oh my!
There were 2 targets which the Melusine would not have slayed, but we were able to dodge them both.
So we take a loss, but not a lot, not a huge loss. That could have been worse.
Yeah, it's spooky though. Ever since we took the Future Vision, we've been getting hurt. So Starcatcher is a bit of a consideration. It grows your Nocturne, but this Baby Mimic is gonna double a level 5 treasure in all likelihood.
Yep.
That was our last roll with Future Vision, but it found some nice level 5 units.
Absolutely.
Both the Galahad and the Catnip in the Bottle like increase the strength of your board pretty significantly. Oh, interesting.
We're going for the Celine? Is it Celine?
Yeah. That's it. Wow. I definitely didn't expect that. So Celine will give the Melusine +4/+0. I don't think it has a moonbathing ability, but it's ranged, which is, I guess, a bit better than Galahad's unyielding.
I don't know. I think given that I want that level 5 treasure, like now, if I can help it, I think I may have gone for the Galahad just to really help secure that.
Yeah, or even like buy Celine and Galahad, because then buying the Galahad will trigger the Jeanne d'Arc, which buffs the Melusine and the Nocturne.
Yeah.
Um, and like there just were tons of things to sell. Like you have all these items which don't do much. You have like these vampire bats which are kind of looking like they're overstaying. Yeah, I like trying to buff, trying to ensure we get the sleigh.
Yeah, I
But I
agree.
guess at 28 power, like the rest of the lobby isn't even on level 5 yet. We're probably likely to be
True.
able to get it here.
We are going up against Trophy Hunter. All right, easy
Keeps
sleigh.
finding the pucks. This is an interesting back row that Trophy Hunter is playing. So instead of putting the sleigh units in front, they're in the back. Oh, and they're not big enough to
They
slay.
are not, and we take the win. Wow, that was a great
Yeah,
combat for us.
yeah. Gabby
Ooh,
Jagodia is in a tough spot.
I
Baby
mean,
Mimic Elemental Swords is massive.
yeah, it
Like,
is.
no one will have your stats for quite a while
Nope.
if you take it. But Symbol of Unity, I would say, is better long term. Um, the Shard of Excalibur is really cool to Baby Mimic, but it would be better if you were already level 6.
Yes, and it's tough because you don't get the treasures from that either. It's great having those upgraded units, but sometimes you almost wish you spent the extra money just to get the treasures.
Yeah, this Nocturne's been amazing in this game.
Oh yeah. No, this was a fantastic from the chameleon slaying and then immediately
Oh,
getting
we
that
got the... I'm so
smithy.
excited. So, yeah. This sort of gives you... I mean, like, you don't have to play dwarves from here, but then these items are just going to accrue value. And you're already strong. The shield is pretty good.
Yeah,
Um,
smithy
yeah.
made a ton of
It
sense
makes
here.
sure you spend your gold on something that improves your board long term this turn. Tikuabu's got some big numbers over there, but I have to imagine the Baby Mimic Swords, like, if this isn't a win, that would be very surprising.
And our treasure hamster has one of the new heroes
Oh,
alongside it now.
so they must have hit a mask, right?
Yeah,
So they probably took a level 3 treasure getting a mask? That's...
yeah, because they had a bean the last time we saw them.
yeah. I wonder what's going on that board.
But yeah, I
Ooh,
don't run
Tikuabu's a...
into that hero very often. I can't even. It's so new that I forgot his name already.
Yeah, I
But
also don't know the name, but I know what it... Destroyer Shiva actually is the
oh,
name.
oh yes,
Um, and yeah, you get a treasure which adds a core fusion.
yes.
Oh, I wonder if you take it, like if Treasure Hamster offers you other treasures. Probably not.
That's actually somebody test that for science.
Yeah, our numbers are massive. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Everyone's gonna slay. So Tikuabu had a golden bride of Dracula, but was like above average health. But so it seems silly, but now it's gonna be justified.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really big and helpful. Okay. I assume we're getting the XP? No. Huh.
Alpha Roll must think, I already had a good
Oh,
extra
yeah,
XP
and made a
run.
good call. Was able to find the Sea Witch,
Oh
which
yes.
matters way more than the XP. Yeah, you're right. Since they're playing Slay, I guess the level 5 units are more important than the level 6 units anyways.
So what gets sold? Obviously the vampire bats. You'd think just all the level 2s, right?
Yeah, the sword or the Murchie, either. Seems fine.
I love where this is going.
Yeah, this is such a strong board. With double Slays. If we had a Hermes, it would feel even more solid, but like, people are going to need some really... Because of how early we have these big numbers, it's going to be really hard to deny slays, and so Alpha Roll is likely to just snowball. The only thing that will beat it is if someone else is having a really good game.
Yeah.
I would say at this point. They hit like really synergistic level 6s early. But if not, I don't know. This looks like a first to me. Although Treasure Hamster still hasn't taken much damage and looks solid.
I
I
mean,
wonder what...
honestly, the top 4 players are still pretty darn healthy.
Yeah, true. True. And Sundiata was holding the
Yes,
Ascendants when we last saw them, so...
that's true too. If they
Yeah, there
found a
could be
great unit
something.
to spike, they could pull ahead quickly.
Hmm.
Interested to see what this Queen of Hearts is doing.
Yeah. So, like, definitely short term, because of the baby mimic elemental swords, were not touchable. But yeah, like around the time when people are getting level 6 units, I would say then at that point, other people can match the power level. So the question is if All for All can find things to keep that going. It looks like most of the gold we've invested in Scam and Smithy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that can turn into something. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So this
Interesting.
oh wow. I was gonna say that Siren Lorelei, they cleverly put it at 0 HP, which means it definitely doesn't attack and it's gonna trigger its ability. But it looks like this round,
Wow, I
they
actually
used the Queen of
thought
Hearts ability to,
Thrawn may have taken that one, but we actually squeak out a
yeah.
win.
It was real close
It was
though.
really
Yeah.
close. That tomorrow's
That's a tough
Taylor
board.
being able to attack, I think,
Yeah,
was pretty
found
big.
the
Here comes Hermes.
Hermes actually has moonbathing, and so it's gonna be really powerful. And there's a triple. I wonder if, yeah, the item and then moving some items over to Hermes so it can slay twice looks kind of solid.
It looks like our trophy hunter picked up a mask as well because now it's trophy hunter Dionysus, which that's a
Wow,
play.
yeah, so many double heroes. Interesting. Wow.
11 heroes, one lobby. Who will win?
Interesting.
They are. Overall is just going for it.
Yeah, slaying. Oh yeah, and yeah, you definitely want to be facing Aussie when you're playing Slay because we're gonna see a bunch of summons. Actually, not that many summons this time. Mostly stars over there.
This baby mimic with the swords, I mean, it really springboarded the Slay comp here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It meant that every fight since then we've gotten like 3-4 slays.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were doubled, yeah. Whew.
I just realized
But
that there's a chance we only spectate All for Roll today.
Yeah, it is kind of feeling that way, but yeah,
I mean,
showcasing
never
some
say
excellent
never.
games.
It ain't over till it's over, but
It's true. Last month, Tikuwabu took the first 2,
but we got
and
to
then
bounce
was
around a lot
bested.
last month because so many other people just randomly won out of nowhere. So we got so many different perspectives.
Alperal has won the tournament in 3 rounds before.
Yes.
It wouldn't be the first time. 27 and 33. Those are pretty big stars.
They
Yeah,
are.
these stars might get through it. Wow. Very nice. I wonder what the teacup is for. Very nice.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and yeah, we hit the tie with the thanks to the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde combo.
Yeah.
We've been growing it for a while.
Clutch.
Wow.
Alright, first attack is great.
Early Athena with no holy units
Woman
behind.
in the Moon?
Yeah, woman is exactly what we need. Now moving some items over. Woman plus Hermes is a great combo. Like, woman is strong after you get slays, and if it gets sniped before, then it feels really bad. But with Hermes, especially if it's got a lot of attack, then often you'll get a slay before the opponent can even do anything.
Yep. Yeah, if you can get that Woman in the Moon started, it often becomes impossible for your opponent to catch up.
Yeah. Your big unit in front just keeps your whole backline safe.
Yep. Which is especially important given that we have a Tomorrow's Taylor just hanging out. Or not, You know what I
Brave
mean?
little
Yeah,
Taylor.
brave little Taylor. The other
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah, we used to have two Taylors in this game, and now the Tomorrow's Traitor is the new name for that
Tomorrow's
unit.
traitor, right?
It does definitely make it easier to talk about. Okay, yeah, more summons on that side. It looks like pirates. If they hit, I don't know, Sinbad, maybe it would be scary. Not quite sure.
Do we think Hermes has enough health to go in first? Probably not, right?
I kind of feel like it's gonna slay twice anyways. I feel like the reason why the Melusine is first is to trigger the quest this turn. So it has 2 slays on its own, and it has the Nocturne slay, and then they all get doubled. So I think it gets 6 slays. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think that even in this positioning, Hermes will get 2 slays. Because nothing had that much attack on the other side. Maybe something will change. Oh, I wonder what we're locking for.
I think the Narcissus.
Yeah. There's a lot of great level 5 treasures. We have the Athena already, so if we get a Symbol of Unity, we're going crazy.
Yep.
And then, of course, there's the double slay item. Yeah, doesn't this look like 2
Ooh.
slays? Oh, maybe not. How'd that get so big? Are you getting a bit of lag?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag here. Oh, here we go.
Okay, looks
Caught
like
back
it's
up.
over now.
Woman in the Moon is
so,
beefy.
you know, Stonehenge Druid, it may have ascended and has been growing this cat choir all game, but the Woman in the Moon's just bigger.
Yeah.
Nothing can be done.
Shout out to the new Cat Choir art, by the way. I love it.
Oh, me too. It's so good.
Yeah, it
Who's
is.
the artist for that?
Great question. I don't actually know off the top of my head.
I'm gonna open up the game and find out so we can shout out the artist. Yeah, that was a close fight. I hope we don't keep getting those lag spikes, but we did activate Sundiata's hero power, and they have another ascendance now. Oh, Core Fusion is super good here because we have a ton of stats that we want to put on the Athena. The thing is, without other holy units at this point, it's a bit early, but this sort of is our end game secured. Ooh, Stealth Scam. So if you have 3 stealth units in the front row, and the last one is the Siren, then it's really tough for Slay. So right now, as it's set up, the Hermes is going to run into its death and not get a Slay.
Yeah.
But since we've been giving the Hermes Moonlight, oh, interesting. Considering benching the Hermes, wow, that would be unexpected.
Again, the confidence.
Then what do you do with it? This feels wrong to me. Oh, but yeah, if you have a ranged unit in one, then it's less of a problem. The Melusine doesn't, or sorry, the Selene won't die when attacking the
Right.
Siren Lorelei. Yeah, so if we get a Symbol of Unity, or okay, yeah, deciding against it. I think it makes it because in this composition we keep getting the Hermes Blessing every turn. So as is, what's gonna happen in this fight, unless our opponent also gets some Hermes Blessings, is our Hermes is gonna die, but then our Melusine will slay the Siren, and we'll pop off with the slays like usual. So it's not ideal, but we will get the treasure. We will keep growing our biggest unit, which is what we want to core fuse. So
yeah,
it still looks pretty good to me.
All around, kind of win-win here.
Oh, the Baby Mimic Atlantis, super unexpected. What's happening?
What is happening? Oh my goodness!
How do you have Moonlight?
Wait, wait, what?
They're so big, but the stars? Oh, I see. The Kiv got stealth, and then when it attacked with the Shadow Lord, it doubled its attack. That was cool.
Philosopher's Stone. Good. Not sure if that's the treasure we wanted to see, but it's a treasure that isn't bad.
there are a lot of great level 5 treasures for us.
Yeah. We still have the Narcissus. There's a second well, never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't look like All for All is looking for the level 5 treasures that hard anymore. I wonder what...
we're just kind of doom rolling, it looks like.
Yeah, we've seen a
Another
bunch of
tailor.
tailors. Yeah, having a golden nocturne, it doesn't really do that much. What it means is the sleighs give more stat, but if you have a golden sea witch, you get more sleighs, which is a much higher
Right.
impact. It makes your woman in the moon bigger. It makes like even like the nocturne sleighs are doubled as well, so you get the same amount of stats as if you were gonna double a nocturne, but you actually get more because there are other sleighs
Yep.
involved. Sea witch is one of the best units to golden.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to face another summons board. Wow. This is a great lobby to be
Yeah.
slaying. Now that we have 2 holy units in the... Oh, we must have been looking for Athena. Well, maybe not. Okay, but we have 2 holy units and 2 Athenas, so you could get the Athenas on the board, but
Do you
it's hard
do
to see
that
what you would
before
cut.
you get Symbol of Unity, though?
Yeah, probably not. Like, obviously, this is way better after Symbol Unity, but if the summons board was really big and it was like hard to see how to beat it, then the Athena thing I think is a bit stronger actually.
Okay.
It's weird because how I like to think of it is when you get a sleigh with any unit right now, it makes your woman in the moon bigger.
Right.
But when Athena or when one of your holy units slays, or one of your good units slays, I guess there really aren't many. The amount that the Athenas will pass is much more than the woman in the moon grows.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess after core fusion. So okay, I'll try to be more precise. So when we get a sleigh, the woman gets +20/+20 for each sleigh trigger. But if you core fuse an Athena, it's like +160/+160. So you don't need as many sleighs.
Ooh, this is
And also
looking
it's
good
harder
for
to
us.
scam.
This is
They're
looking
spread
really
out.
good
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah, the summons versus scam is just extremely hard matchup. Wait, why are these so... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the stars
Yeah.
are a thing. There is
They
a
wipe out the
Frank.
small ones, but it's just the woman is too large.
Yeah. That's a lot of woman.
It doesn't even have moonlight yet. It's gonna get bigger. Symbol? No symbol. Reroll.
Take the reroll. Yeah, I don't even blame him. So do we even try to go? Are we like forcing this Athena thing? Do we pick up another woman in the moon?
Oh my god, I love Tikuwabu pirates. We used to play a lot of 1v1, and Tikuwabu has stomped me with pirates probably like 10 times now. And
Oh, jeez.
I would find it extremely frustrating and hard to beat, and I just want to see how other people play against it.
Yeah. If I have suffered,
Summons is
you
a
must
good
suffer
matchup,
too.
So it looks like we found another shot at a 5 treasure.
Yep, and a decent spell to boot.
Yeah.
Can we sell for one of those Hermes so that we don't have to spend 10 gold next turn?
Like the Narcissus, 2 swords, maybe. Well, the swords are actually kind of big.
Oh,
Nice.
it looks like they're going for it.
Nice call. LivvyLive.
Oh, I am just
Spotting
such
the
an expert.
lines. We have 2 Hermes blessings here, so we should probably get to go first. I don't think Tikuwabu is going to be playing the chair this round, so we might see something else. So
Did they have a chair?
yeah, right now there is a chair on that board, but like there must have been some flying unit or something on the other.
Gotcha.
Like they must have scouted something. Another. This is kind of silly to call out, but I think that Tikuwabu is on a time zone where it's late at night right now.
Oh, okay.
And so
So they're burning the midnight oil.
The longer the tournament goes, the harder it is,
Yeah.
I would say, for Tikuwabu.
And everybody here thought it was just comps, but no, there's a lot of mind games that go into winning these tournaments too.
YB Shy is a great FTF player and actually streams the game often. Oh, we actually kept the chair in. I guess, yeah, it's insurance. But the tournament happens at like 4 a.m. or something for YB Shy. So hasn't really been able to. Oh no, this was ordered wrong. Oh no, it wasn't.
Whoa.
Wow, exactly. Two Global Pirates,
Took a
unbeatable.
gnarly beating
Unbeatable.
there.
I never see anyone else playing boards like that. Oh, another miss.
Wow, how
But
many
we have the
times can this
reroll coming
happen?
back next
Oh
turn.
no, and not even
Hercules
a
is an
Savitri.
insane hit.
Hercules is an insane hit, but
It's a double-double. I think it actually, in practically speaking, is a triple. We have Sunlight and the Woman in the Moon, which, it seems cool, but I actually think we're out of Women very soon. If we face the Tiahuanaco board again, I think we're gonna need to have the Athenas. But we still don't have it. We still don't have any holy units.
yeah.
So
we don't have
this
holy, we
reroll is
don't
coming
have
back.
symbol.
If it
It's
hits
like,
Symbol of Unity, it's a dub. If it doesn't hit Symbol of Unity, I think we're in trouble.
dub or flub.
I guess we won't be in trouble against this board, given that we hit the Hercules. Maybe Hercules actually just did enough.
This
is cool.
A fresh Savitri, so we don't knock this player out regardless.
Right. Yeah. Getting a bit of insurance against the big opponents. Wow, Treasure Hamster is still at the top of the lobby. That's so impressive.
Yeah, that's a little spooky, honestly.
It's been exciting that, like, even though All-for-All has been crushing the lobbies, it's been like a different comp every time.
Yeah.
We're still showcasing a lot of different ways to play the game.
And I'm just happy I get to see one of my favorite comps get there. The Athena turn is a cool way to spice it up, though, that's for sure. If we get there. Assuming we get there.
Yeah, early, it was a crush from... Oh, that reminds me, I should get the... I opened up FTF to find out the artist's name.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Early game, we were crushing because of the Baby Mimic Swords, but now, those stats don't matter as much. And so Slay needs to transition into something, and Athena, Symbol Unity is a great way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, open up the collection. The artist's name is Joanna Blanca Grodeca.
Amazing work, Joanna.
Yeah, the cat choir is so cute. Amazing.
Oh, just blast
Look at that woman!
Through that queen.
That's a lot of women.
It is a lot of women.
And the Savitri combo, they swapped again.
Wow. Hanging on.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, we hit it.
Symbol.
We hit it.
Okay, I think it goes in over Nocturne. That's what I believe. But you could put it in over the woman as well. It's fine.
None of these are very overwhelming treasures, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Merlin's staff is good because you can get the double stat spells, but it's very thin.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, so now every slay you get adds 1,200 stats to one of your units.
Oh, man.
It's like so much more than the Woman in the Moon. I think you want to get out of Nocturne now.
And wait.
Something else.
Was it Sundayata that spiked the cat choir, right?
Yeah, a while ago, but they got another spike, and actually, I'm not sure that's what they spiked, but I don't know. It kind of seemed that way.
Yeah, that's what it was looking like, but it is tough to confirm.
Is second Athena anything? Maybe not. Maybe you only need one.
I mean, it's something
but
roll.
the Frank's Monster is something, actually. You probably won't need it, actually. Like, there's a sense in which if you get the early slays, you're unbeatable, and if you don't, the Frank's Monster won't help.
Yeah. Nice item in the shop there, but not enough gold for it or mana.
Not gonna block it. I played in one of these day twos maybe like 6 months ago now, and everyone was playing this Athena stuff. It was called Angelic Commander at the time.
Yep.
But
yes.
every lobby,
the time of
first
the
place
angels,
was
I
playing
remember.
Angelic Commander.
Oh man, back in the dark ages.
Yeah, I hate seeing it. I got crushed by that.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna get the health master achievement this round. 25k health. I think we're gonna get there.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, it's like 1200 and gets doubled 3 times. Oh, not quite big enough to deny Slay. Off by just a little bit. Okay, 2000. No,
There it
it's not
is.
gonna get there.
Wait.
3000. No, no, no. But there's so many more Slays coming. This is not over.
Yeah, no, this is... I wish I had a live feed of Stonehenge's face right
Ridiculous.
now, honestly. Like, I want to see their reaction to this so bad.
All right, 5,000.
What did you
Oh,
say?
the stars might stop us.
No, no way.
Look how big the stars are getting because the Nocturne has gotten massive.
I don't even think it's enough with the stars.
Yeah, we didn't get there. Oops, but 7,000, not bad.
Wow. That...
Ooh, double attack spell. Oh, but there's a mirror. Okay, right now there's a so the pirate comp is really based off of the first Sinbad, and the way that Tikuabu's playing it is there's a doppelganger diamond on it, which is a pretty big game here. Yeah, I wonder how this is gonna go. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a summons comp. I'm pretty sure that Slay is favored here, but honestly, I've been gotten by this comp so many times before. Like, if you look at Summon Chain, there's like a Frank's monster in there. There's like so many things. Like, the Pirates comp, in my view, has the ability to tech around it. So maybe we'll see something.
Yeah.
Like the wildest play, I think, is like if you get a golden mirror and you call where the Hermes is gonna go, and you bench the rest of your front row. I mean, you can't yet. Oh no, you don't have to bench it because they have stealth. The Sinbads have stealth.
Yep.
You might be able to deny the first Slay and just shut the whole thing down.
That seems like a
where I'm
reach,
going
though.
with it. Yeah. It's hard, but you know, Tikuabu in the past has shown the ability to scam these boards. Like, he does not go down without a fight.
Wow, top
But
3
yeah,
here.
I mean,
top 3, and Alpha Roll is the least health of the 3. Not that it really matters at this point in the game, but
yeah.
what an interesting...
Yeah, but this is like a Exodia board. This is extremely hard to beat. I really like the choice of putting it in 1 because you don't want to put the mirror in 1 because that means you can't doppelganger diamond your Sinbad, which I think is the source of most of your stats. So I really like this play. Oh, and it has unyielding now. That's really cool.
Oh, and...
Oh, the shield! The Slays have been denied! Livy!
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh my god.
Okay, they're going off! Oh, they're so big!
Look how big this is! Oh my god, the Taylor!
This is what I'm saying. Unbeatable. Unbeatable.
You've actually got to be kidding me.
That's amazing. Oh my god. Tikuabu
Riot,
is so
absolute.
good at this game.
I'm rioting.
This
I'm
is
rioting.
an extremely hard board to beat, but yeah. You never know what's coming out of those pirates.
That
Wow, okay,
was insanity. Okay, quick to Tiku.
We'll swap over to Tikuabu's.
Wow, that... I can't even.
I'm so satisfied. I've been crushed by that board so many times.
Yeah.
I just love to see it happen to someone else.
And apologies for
beautiful.
the delay while I get the next person's stream set up here. Here we go.
Okay, Tikuabu's the only person I know who uses Sinbad to buff a Sinbad that gets summoned out, and then that Sinbad dies and buffs other summons. Like, I don't know anyone else who even goes for it. Oh, it's beautiful.
Ugh, all I know is that this didn't end in 3, and I am here for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exciting. We get to watch a couple more games.
We went through all of the ways that All for Roll could have like gone down there, and we did not account for the shields.
Didn't think about Celestial Shield. Yeah, okay, so this is pretty important. Because of the Fire Mage, Okay, the order that the pirates die is extremely like scammable, and there's a fire mage on the other board on the other side. So Tiguabu is choosing to bench the last duelist. That way, like it's guaranteed that the fire mage is not going to accidentally set these off in the wrong order. Oh,
Take some gold.
that's very interesting. Cinderella made it on.
Yeah.
This is such a cool comp. Wait, you're gonna doppel into the back? No, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay.
MW is blood pressure is at an all-time high here.
Yeah. Yeah, Tiguabu really saved the game. That sleigh board was looking extremely difficult to beat.
Yeah. Well, the rest of the lobby better be kissing Tiku's feet right now because now everybody has a chance again.
Yeah, the game's still on.
Oh my gosh, and the Cinderella is what gets eliminated there.
Yeah.
Couldn't have asked for a better hit.
Merlin's Lessons gets chaired on.
This is disgusting. I can understand now why you were so eager to see this and how you get frustrated playing against this.
It feels unbeatable. Like, what do you even do at this point?
It's so gross.
They just keep coming out.
It's so gross.
And I don't see other people playing this comp either. I mean, it's quite tricky. I've like gone for it sometimes, but I can't do it like Tiku does. Okay, what a great game! Congratulations to you, taking that one down with a very creative Pirates comp. When you're summoning the Sinbad with stats, and it works, that's crazy.
So I do want to point out here that even with that, All for Roll is still the only person live.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, here, let me have them set up the next one unless somebody needs a break.
Okay, I'll go over the points while you do that. So All for Roll is live. The next closest player to being live is Broshi at 18 points, just needs a 7th or better. Aussie has 15 points, needs a 4th or better to be live. Stonehenge Druid has 13 points, needs a 3rd or better to be live. Tikuabu has 12 points, also needs a 3rd or better to be live. And then everyone else cannot be live after the next game.
Wow. Well.
So 1 player live and 4 other players within 1 game. Ooh, but that was looking over. Like, that was a massive Athena.
Yeah.
And that's often a really hard board to beat. But yeah, the extremely clutch Celestial Shield. I actually wonder if it mattered because like a Taylor was just taking out the big units.
And it's just so funny because usually summons are what you want to face as a sleigh comp there, but there is a point where the summons can overpower something like that.
Yeah, the Pirates board is not a conventional summons board, which just like has like that. It's almost like Good Boy, where instead of like buffing the units on board, you're buffing units in your hand. And like instead of Good Boy into Good Boy, it was Sinbad into Sinbad. And yeah, I guess like, you know, it ended up buffing a Taylor, which did a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that Taylor, when that came out in that last the fight between Tiku and Alpha Roll, my heart stopped. I was like, oh my god. I believe the next lobby is getting set up, but we are just waiting for Tiku to come back so we can spectate them. Some of the players need to restart their stream between rounds here just to keep their PCs, toasters, refrigerators, whatever they're playing on, happy.
Yeah, you get less bugs if you are resetting between games.
True. Yep. Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. This is shaping up to be another very exciting monthly, that's for sure. Sometimes the expected happens. You know, sometimes you call it and that's exactly what happens, and then other times something just comes out of left field and it's like, whoa, okay, different game, I guess.
Oh my gosh. I love that. I just don't see anyone. I mean, I keep saying this. I wish more players went for it.
Yeah,
It's very finicky,
throw
and
all
like
caution to the wind.
I suspect like if it's very vulnerable to like Cersei's,
Cup.
you know, the thing that turns something into a pig,
Yeah.
or even celery tea maybe is really good against it
Yeah, I think it's Cersei's
because
cup
it
and
denies.
celery tea.
Yeah, it denies both the Sinbad and the Duelist. Yeah, so it does have some weaknesses, but when it goes off, it feels yeah. So maybe when I say like I don't even know what you can do, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, in 1v1, I've gotten crushed by that many times.
By what we just saw?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like a similar thing where you know the pirates just don't stop coming, and I don't know what to do about it. And it seems like the units in hand are like specifically tech to beat what I'm doing, and I can't find how to tech to beat it. Yeah.
I legitimately can't even think of a counter to that at that point in the game. I mean, you would sincerely just need units with unfathomable stats to just keep surviving, essentially, to beat through
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, exactly. It does seem very hard to beat without scam. Like in terms of honest stats, it's massive. It looks like the next lobby has been hosted and the players are still okay. Yeah, never
Yeah.
mind. I'm calling it too early. Okay,
Just
so
waiting.
we'll start on watching Tiku Wabu. Is that the plan?
Yeah, let's watch Tiku.
Great.
We'll see what they've got going on, and I'm gonna let them know to fire it up when they're ready.
Yeah, it looks like the lobby is open and we have most of the players in. Well, right.
I mean,
Who
no
do we
worries,
got?
no worries. We can take a second.
Yeah, I think we're waiting for Thrawn right now.
Gotcha.
Whew, this is exciting. Yeah, I'm. I mean, it was awesome to watch Alpha Roll like put on a clinic on how to like stay strong in the early game and transition into a strong end game. But I'm glad to see other players fighting back.
Yes. And if there's anybody that is going to claw their way up out of the swamp, it's Tiku. We've seen it happen
Mm-hmm.
before. Tiku's
Yes.
caused an upset themselves, so
Yep. That exact finals in the second round of last month where Alpha Roll had an extremely strong board and TQ managed to get a scam off.
yep.
Ooh, Odysseus over Trophy Hunter. I certainly don't play that way.
Nope.
But this is not the first Odysseus which TQ has picked this month. Oh, or in this day 2.
Yeah, I guess I mean, at the very least
Oh,
you're looking at extra gold at some point in the game. Um Interesting.
yeah, and there are some like if you get a storybook on turn 4, it's really nice. Um, sometimes like the hat can be really nice that early.
Yeah. Thoughts on Oracle Cassandra?
Yeah, it's been interesting. I don't think it's quite powerful enough to be top tier.
Yeah.
Um,
I have not
the
seen it played much.
Cassandra's curse is hard to get under. I mean, in the ladder when you have like a bunch of save boards, that's where it shines. Like there's not too much pressure.
It's weird
But yeah,
watching
Cassandra's
somebody
curse.
not take Vampire Bat now that we've been watching All for All so much.
Yeah. Oh, it might still
I was
happen.
gonna say, I swear, if they sell this and buy the Vampire. Okay, never
That
mind.
beast. That's what I was hoping
Interesting.
for
I know
myself.
a lot of the top players don't actually value Beast very much.
Why Be Shy, a streamer I mentioned earlier, is really high on Beast and has gotten me to try it a few times. Obviously, if you hit like a turn good spell and can get a big unit in Beast Prince, it's great. But you know, just like generating some treasures over time and activating quests can really enable like your Rapunzel's Prince, stuff like that. We have a combo here in um,
Oh, we got
nice.
another Peter.
Odysseus
Yes.
scouting. What happened to Luraco? Oh, we might have a DC here.
Oh, okay. Looks like we're trying to get a hold of Laraco. See what's going
Yeah,
on.
when Peter Pan doesn't play a unit, we're cool with it. But when Bearskin doesn't play a unit,
Yeah.
that's
Red
that's a
flag.
bad sign.
Red flag. Ugh, bummer. This happened last month too, I believe, with Moo. Somebody picked Dionysus finally for Moo, and then we had to restart the lobby, and he was like, "No."
Yeah, I think this is why TQ restarts after every game. Like this won't happen to you if you just keep resetting.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like Laraco's gone offline. I wonder if. Well, okay, I'm gonna hop in their stream to see what's going on. Yeah, Laraco's desynced.
Okay.
I wonder. Okay, we should probably just tell them to restart lobby.
So. Yeah. Hopefully they do come back.
Laraco's. I'm just watching the stream right now. They're playing against 7 empty boards and crushing them.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have them restart here, and then, hopefully Laraco's internet or something didn't drop, because that would be...
Yeah, no. Laraco is still online on, and like their stream is live. It's watchable, so the internet is not out. It's just they're not. The players aren't in the same game currently.
Yeah. All right. Well, no biggie. Rip to Peter Pants having a shot at taking it all. I don't even know who was playing Peter Pants, to be honest, but
it's been picked 2 of 4 games. I guess that only partially counts as a game, but some pretty good Peter Pan representation. We've had more Peter Pans than Bearskin so far.
Yep, and I love it. I do feel like he's a super fun hero, even if he doesn't consistently place well. It's still fun, and like, come on, do we value MMR or do we value fun?
Mm-hmm. Or, yeah, in this case, do we value winning the tournament?
Yeah. The real friends are the fun we had along the way, or something like that.
No, yeah, I like it too, because like it's not that easy to play. It's a different play style, and every once in a while a patch comes out where Peter Pan is absolutely the strongest hero in the game, and I just keep playing them, so I'm ready for those patches.
Yeah.
Were you playing during the Red Fluff patch?
Oh yeah. In all of its glory.
That was so good.
It was so good.
Alfarol was one of the players that insisted that this was not fun and we needed to patch the Red Fluff.
Yeah. Oh man. And Jeff was
but that was good times. For anyone in chat that wasn't playing during that time, so right now Red Fluff reads, when it attacks, it triggers the fluffs behind its dying breath. But when it first was changed to that, it wasn't just fluffs that happened to. It was any unit, and so there were like a lot of degenerate comps with that. Like even on level 4, if you had like a Romeo Juliet behind it, they would get to like 1,000 on level 4, and it was the only way you could beat it was by playing other dying breaths behind a red fluff, and so the meta was like one player would play book mages behind the red fluff, trying to snipe the Romeo Juliets before they they died.
It was like just such a tech piece. Like it worked with anything. Like
yeah. I saw what's that hunter who the ranged hunter called?
The ranged hunter?
Van Helsing. Van Helsing. Yes. Red Fluff. Yeah.
Oh, gross. Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like most of the players are in the new lobby. We have 7 of 8.
Who is...
Yeah, so we'll probably be able to start soon.
Whew. I don't know who is... Stonehenge
It's Stonehenge Druid. Let's find out what they're up to. Oh, it looks like they're trying to join, but are having difficulty. Oh, oh nope. We're all in.
We're
Great.
all in. Awesome. Fire when ready. I do just need to give a quick apology if anybody hears any weird demonic screeching noises in my background. That is because my rooster is directly outside my window, and I can't do a lot about that, and he is feeling like saying good morning, so...
Good morning to the Livy's rooster. How many chickens do you have?
Like 20-something?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And my rooster's name is Pepe. He's kind of a legend, but he
Pepe.
is noisy, so...
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we are back in it, though.
Gotta let everyone know.
Ooh.
We have a Midas!
So,
Very exciting hero.
my instant pick here is Aladdin, actually.
Ah, interesting. Oh, you asked me about Oracle Cassandra.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Oracle Cassandra plays a lot like Aladdin.
Really?
Like, it's not good until you hit your third treasure and can replace Cassandra's curse.
Okay.
Which in some lobbies is possible, and sometimes you just die. You're too far behind by the time that happens.
Yeah. Huh.
For me, I'm slamming Midas here. In fact, we haven't really seen a Midas so far.
I don't think we have,
in this
no.
finals. Interesting. Yeah, Tikuabu's more of an Aladdin player.
I like Midas, don't get me wrong. I'm just a bigger fan of Aladdin.
Yeah, 1x3 is really nice. The hero power, the hero power doesn't really do much early game, but 1x3 often can like hold it down the fort until you get there. Owl plus oranges combo, and
I do it every time.
Freak spell next turn in the Right, you're a mage gamer.
I am, and Aladdin can be a mage hero.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Mages like the treasures. Okay, we have another Icarus. Amazing. And another Dionysus. Right.
You don't see Cricket all that often.
Yeah.
What are we freezing for? The mouse? I'd assume the mouse, right?
Yeah, I think mouse plus sword is nice.
And speaking of achievements from several minutes ago, Tiku rocking the 7 at 1 blow achievement, which not the rarest achievement, but definitely still to pull off. Still difficult to pull off.
Yeah. I'm not even close to that one. I think my most is like 3 kills with one, Taylor.
Really?
I think that one seems challenging. And I like that, like, a lot of the achievements just seem gated behind Wish for Life. Like, it's really hard to get them.
Restart again, unfortunately.
Oh. Oh, no. Okay. We have another desync.
Yep. Not a big deal. I'm gonna have everyone restart their clients as well. The anticipation is mounting.
Yeah. Whew.
I mean, it happens. It happens.
Yep. These things do occur. It's good that we caught it early.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully if everyone restarts, we won't have this problem for next round.
Yeah.
I think that the host usually doesn't have to, but anyways, yeah, it's just simpler to give everyone the instruction.
Yeah, and hopefully that'll kind of help solve the problem. In the meantime, I would like to take a quick break.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm going to encourage everybody to hydrate and get a good stretch in. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out with us this long. We're going to let all of the players reset here. Hopefully the next lobby, the third time's the charm, we'll be off to the races again. But we will be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, we are back, and as I said, hopefully the third time is the charm here. Looks like all 8 are ready to go. Let's give everybody the okay to fire. And
Okay, I'm gonna go over the points again because it's been a bit of time since the last one. So the only person live to win right now is All for Roll. And Tikuabu, Broshi, Osi, and Stonehenge Druid are all within 1 game of being live. Broshi's very
nice.
close at 18 points, just needs a 7th.
Yep.
Okay, let's do this.
Again, the anticipation is mounting. The game.
Tiku's a bearskin picker. I've seen it before.
Are you manifesting it?
No.
Ooh, I am
Dang.
big fan of Odin. I
Yeah.
want to love Wayward Sisters, but I just can't get it to work.
Wayward Sisters is a bit of a pet hero of mine.
Really?
I mean, it's definitely high variance, but I'm a sucker for her.
It is fun. Odysseus is definitely the most consistent pick here. Well, actually, no. Odin's not inconsistent.
Yeah, Odin's pretty solid. Although 0x2 can be a bit scary. Like, you might
Yeah.
take a bit of damage on level 2 that you would otherwise like to avoid. Savrini, I like as well. Savrini's good. And actually, the Tikuabu's win was on Savrini.
Yep. Yeah, you don't necessarily need to go dwarves on Savrini, but we have seen dwarves take this, so...
I kind of feel that the Farm Boy is the best level 2 unit, but it looks like Tikuabu does not agree. It certainly, if everything goes well, it has 5/5 of stats, and sometimes you can, or even more if you have a farmer, and if sometimes you can put on a ranged unit. But on a lobby like this, it often gets counterplayed by parrots and stuff, so it can certainly go wrong.
Yep.
We have an emote!
Emote!
I always emote, or I emote in more than half my games, and nobody ever responds to me.
I
so.
truly forget that emoting is even an option.
I
That's how rarely
know.
I do it.
No, nobody emotes. Oh, interesting. And
Double
in the whole
sprout?
scout, we have not seen a farm boy. But taking a Cinderella first kind of implies that there's a farm boy in the shop, I think. It's not a great unit unless you have it. Yeah, okay, pair of sprouts. I don't think you can sell to take 2 sprouts, though.
No, I think take 1, orange the parrot, put the sword on the parrot, and try to buff the sprout.
Oh, play 1 unit on turn 2. Against the toy dino, it's better than usual to do it that way. And yeah, Smiling Sprout loves having more attack. So I was thinking about it. Thinking about benching the Sprout.
Honestly, Tiku just listen to me because I'm clearly a god gamer here, so...
If this was Trophy Hunter, I would definitely make the play, because the Slay is double value, and you're 1x3 to get the tie. But I think the HP is just so valuable in Odysseus. You already start with less. Oh, it would have worked, though. Actually, no. They went first. It still wouldn't have worked. But they would have tied.
Yeah. The tie was happening there regardless.
Yep,
so
Larako did, in fact, have a farm boy in the shop. So the person who goes first has a big advantage in this fight. It looks like we're thinking about the Roshi, Squire Roshi.
One of the pig heroes.
Oh!
Gambler.
Yeah, we got Gambler.
And Lady Justice.
I'm terrible on Gambler. Yeah, we haven't seen much of that. And Lady Justice with 2 losses is actually not even that bad. It's almost like Sisyphus in this way.
And I do see another hero that I really like, which is Sinbad.
Yeah,
I know
tough
people
one to
are
play.
kind of lukewarm on Sinbad, but I like him a lot.
Interesting. I would think that you really want the parrot to go first for the chance of denying some farm boy stats. But I guess we're getting maximum value out of the Roshi this way. And that's a bit more consistent. Yeah, I could see it. I think we're more likely to tie if we run it this way. And Tiku wants to outplay in the end game rather than get wins early.
Or, yeah.
I could learn something from that. Five five units? Must be
Whoa.
nice. No tie. Yeah. We did not have 5 units. Okay. Yeah, this parrot. Wow, this parrot's value. There was the farm boy in the last fight. This fight, there's a booster. And already the Snow White Bride of Dracula is large enough to play,
Yep.
thanks to taking a loss and being Odysseus. I think Odysseus starts with the least life of all the characters.
Realistically, I am not opposed to selling for 2 3 drops here. And it looks
Yeah.
like that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I agree. Seems solid. Oof. Yeah, it's very awkward to position this one because both Puck and the farm boy want to die early.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks good. Toy Dino has a good hero attack start, so probably will not take damage for some time, and it's OC, so we're probably gonna build into summons. Oh, 2 triggers already on the beast. That's a good start for Brother Gambler.
Yeah, it is.
Gabby Dragoda taking an early treasure. It's worth it if you hit the wishing fountain. I didn't see what treasure Gabby took. That's a really high variance play, and it can lead to a quick 8 if you are unlucky. Oh,
Okay, Puck dies.
Alpha Roll has a really early golden beast. That's so hard to beat, but Tico
We still
gets a
took the tie. Yeah, that's impressive. Very early Chrono
Nice.
Crystal.
Yeah, but there's no way, right? Like, since you're Odysseus, you can pretty much rely on the Chrono Crystal coming back at some point.
Yeah, I'm going for
And
Bean
it's
here.
better later. Yeah, I could see Bean. Yeah. Silent Bell is better early than late. Oh my gosh. I called it, but I might just be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, there's a combo in the shop. Impatient Farmer plus Bored Farm Boy.
Yeah,
I hope that's their names. They're really good together.
we were really thinking about this Chrono Crystal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does seem kind of important. So I guess if you take Chrono Crystal, you can kind of just Future Vision.
True.
It still doesn't seem great. I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather Silent Bell plus Future Vision, to be honest. But I don't think that we're going to see... I don't know. Or just roll? Wow! I'm shocked. Okay, but the...
We have a pair. Pair of Pucks.
Yeah, the Rescue Runner, I think, is the name of the pirate here. That's really nice. And yeah, as you said, the pair of Pucks is going to be good. Wow, I just missed it. Interesting. What's happening? Okay, we are going to see Rescue Runner. And I think the idea here is the pirates, the parrot plus the pirate gunner are gonna buff the sprout first. Tigu always finds the pirate lines. Oh my gosh, look at these treasures. Sinbad, relax.
Whoa.
But oh my gosh, that's gonna get so many slays. Very interesting start from Sinbad.
That's
You don't
huge.
see this is kind of like a Brother Gambler strategy where you play 1 unit. But yeah, but I've never seen this before. I hope it works.
Wow,
Another pirate gunner.
Been passing on some interesting pairs.
Yeah. Tigu is pressing the roll button pretty frequently. Although I will say, I think you can get away with it a bit more when you have the Silent Bell. Like this treasure on level 3 is really good, but then like by level 5 it's totally useless.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't super sold on the Silent Bell when we were given the option. I just find that it's the one that is useless to me the quickest, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it very quickly becomes something you don't want to be playing. And also, you kind of wish the Squire Roshi wasn't in your hand right now
Yep.
because it might steal the parrot buff. How the parrot is worded is it buffs a random unit, whereas the pirate gunner always buffs the leftmost unit.
Yes, correct.
So you'd rather play with the... Yeah, it's the same as long as you only have one unit, but it looks like Tiku's going to be able to bench something here.
I wonder if we're going for the spell here.
I was thinking the Bride of Dracula.
Oh, yeah, the pair.
Oh, I did not think about the Gingerbread Witch. We're almost all evils.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, Smiling Spread is almost looking like out of place. Oh, Silent Bell Mirror. This, I would say, is the only way you can lose this early with Silent Bell is if the opponent has Silent Bell. And we do lose! Wow! Oh, we have more pirates! Are we gonna see more pirates? It looks like Tiku is interested in playing an evil comp rather than... But that... Wow, that Smiling Spread is so large already.
It sure is. I don't know, with how easily Tiku's pirate comp won prior,
Yeah.
I would be leaning into that hard.
Yeah, but Tiku often doesn't include the Captain Hook in the pirate comp. It's more about, yeah, like rescue runners and Sinbads and duelists.
Yep. And I think it's pirate gunner.
Right. That has been featuring a lot.
Well, I mean for the name. Rescue runner is pirate gunner. Wait, unless...
Oh, what about the one on the far right in the hand? The one that summons a unit. What's that called? It used to be, I think, crew member, but I think it's been renamed.
Yeah. Wonder if we freeze here for the second one of those.
Mm-hmm.
It does look like Trophy Hunter is doing Trophy Hunter things. They have the ranged unit that buffs with slays.
Yeah, that's a great start for Trophy Hunter. Golden Parrot is a great unit to Golden. It not only doubles the amount of buffs, but it also applies the buff on double the units. So it's like 4 times as good. And Trophy Hunter itself doubled that slay. So it's like, yeah, like you get so many stats with this. Yeah, this can definitely lead to a first. But the Parrot itself does not gain many stats. So yeah, we were just able to deny the slay. Oh, Tigu set it up to deny the slay. Wow. Very responsible play for the rest of the lobby. So, I guess we're buffing the cat box? That's interesting.
Fisher King is another
Took
hero
a win
that I
against
enjoy, given how much I like Slay, and it looks like they're maybe kind of leaning that way.
Right, there is an early Parrot. Another level 3 treasure. Wizard Hat is kind of sweet here because you have another treasure coming up and it combos really well with the Seer Sphere.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a toss-up. I don't know if I'm going Ares helmet here, but to me it's a toss-up between the Wizard's Hat and the Storybook.
Yeah, interesting. So, yeah, Snow White loves wearing that helmet. It helps a lot.
Very true. But... And with a unit of that size, that's probably the more responsible play.
Ooh, sell 2 for Future Vision, maybe? It's not the best turn for it. Last turn, that would have looked a bit better. Wow, that's a very strong board we're against. Auras this early are hard to beat.
Yep.
And same with 17 health
Brides
of Dracula, but we also have a Bride of Dracula on 17 health. So we do have this out of 4. Yeah, Tiku just rolls. Hitting that roll button. Ooh, that's a good one. The Siren Lorelei looks excellent here.
Yes. Gonna need to decide on that quick, though.
Awkward. Very awkward. Oh, it
Ooh,
denies the chameleon
denies the
sleigh.
chameleon. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, that's a win.
Nice.
Oh
Okay.
wait, you called it. It looks like the Fisher King took a future vision to hit level 5 early
Yep.
and like didn't improve the board with units, but unfortunately didn't hit like a stats treasure. It landed into a, I forget what it's called, but that's the treasure that doubles your sleighs.
Yes.
So yeah, could play
And that
sleigh
is
here.
that's a move after my own heart right there.
Yeah.
I could be on 1 health and I'm still chasing that sleigh dream.
I love to hit the early celestial harp.
Yep.
Um, yeah, it just feels it's almost like having the baby mimic uh, swords in terms of the stats it provides, but you usually can't play a full board is the problem.
A lot of
Rescue or no?
Pirate's
Pirate Gunner
Gunner.
triple, but we already have a full board here. Or sorry, yeah, sorry, full treasures. So I would say a bit less value from the triple than usual. Another awkward thing is the siren does not have 6 attack, so
Yeah, she
I could
doesn't take out
see,
whatever comes her way.
but it will take out 2 of the units on this board, so maybe it's fine. Yeah, every game I had with Aussie yesterday, they played summons, and every game I've seen so far today playing summons.
All right. They
Pretty
they have a
cool.
theme. They have a theme and they're
Yeah,
following
and
it.
they're doing well. They're almost live as well. It's 15 points.
Yep.
They're
Good
they're
chance
making
of
it
going
work.
live.
Oh no, the Sinbad who hit a lot of early treasures is now taking a lot of damage.
Uh-oh.
I wonder
Oh, a couple
how this is
Cats
gonna go.
choirs here.
Ooh. If the fireball hit the other cat choir, it would have been extremely bad for Aussie. But actually, in the end, the big cat choir got hit by the siren,
Yeah.
so that's not much better.
Oh, wow. Quite a few people below half health here, actually, already.
Yeah, this Aladdin's looking scary, already having 3 treasures. Rolling past the porridge pot and the sleigh unit. I guess just we're looking for the Count Dracula here, it seems.
Yep.
But like really looking for it. Okay, there's a chrono crystal. That's actually, yeah, kind of scary to play with.
Yeah, and we do already have ours as well.
Yeah, chrono crystals appear much more in tournament games than on the ladder.
Yep.
Right, this is a great turn to future vision because next turn you'd be on level 6. And we do kind of have 6 gold, but it would be sad to sell. Like, we've been buffing the Sprout all game. I wonder if you can just, like, sell a Pirate Gunner and play the Sprout.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, because Sprout, in my opinion, still plays.
Yeah, but, it's strong enough to play, but it's just been benched for a while, I guess, so making the Hellhound bigger.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Tikuwabu is instead of putting the biggest unit, which is the Bride of Dracula in 1 to get the health, is putting it in the back row, which, because it's golden, will do more damage to the opposing boards.
Yep.
Cool play. And it worked last round, did extra damage against the Toy Dino, who's almost dead.
Yeah, the bottom 4 are looking like they're riding the struggle bus a little bit.
Yep, all for all at the top of the lobby, as usual.
And on Gambler, I've seen quite a few players play Gambler. I don't think I've ever seen a Gambler take one of these, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's not that different from Jeanne d'Arc, which almost took it.
Yep.
But yeah, actually Jeanne d'Arc didn't win the last one either. Wow, there's a lot of early Watsons. This is a great setup here.
Yeah.
And it's a 3 attack hero. That's gonna be scary moving forward. Ooh, we got Dwarf Gambler.
And Aladdin's hero power is live. I didn't quite get to see which
Yeah.
treasure they're doubling right now, but they are live, so they can pretty much get their pick once they start finding more treasures here.
We really want to find this Count Dracula, it seems. And there's like 4 more gold banked in these hot potatoes.
Yep.
There are still chances. It feels bad. We've rolled like 4 gold this turn and like 3 gold last turn, something like that. We could be much stronger here. Shops are not going our way right now.
No, they are not. Another bride.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I will say that like some players wouldn't roll this much. We just have to play a different comp. But yeah, we do have a great setup for Count Dracula, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. When you have something that close within reach, it's tough to not just go for it, but a part of being a really skilled player is knowing when to quit.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just gotta play the best board your shops give you rather than
Yep.
hoping for something even better. Interesting.
Oh my gosh. Lady Justice and Toy Dino are just barely hanging in there.
Yeah, yikes. Okay. Yeah, Tuku going 1 lower. This is scary.
This was an interesting turn. I mean, we rolled and sold everything we possibly could to roll some more, and
yeah, didn't improve too much, but
we've got some awkward
no, that's
treasures.
not true. The Frank's monster is actually a big boost to the
yeah,
board.
that
These
is a good
treasures are
pickup. That's true.
terrible.
Yeah, the treasures are not it
Okay,
though.
another
So
monster.
we just-
Still no Dracula. Still
we
no
skipped to
Dracula.
roll more.
I think that was like 7 rolls or something, maybe even more than that.
Ooh,
Wow,
okay.
early farmer. Is that unstable? What? How did that happen? I don't think I saw a chameleon in the previous board.
This is a
so scary.
terrifying board.
Yeah. Many level 5 dwarves on that one.
All right, and just like that,
looking.
we're hurting for
Ooh.
health.
That's the beloved Sinbad. Or no, it's called Long John Silver now. We're against Sinbad. Okay, but both sides have a chrono crystal. Both sides are in range of death, but not quite dead. Interesting.
A little bit of a bummer that Lady Justice died here, because I've been really excited to see some high-level gameplay on her.
Yeah, it's a tough hero to play with, I think. Yeah, maybe the numbers could be tweaked a bit, but I also haven't really seen many top players pick that hero.
Yeah.
Whoa, Tikuabu is going to wait to choose a treasure after this fight, perhaps thinking that the Chrono Crystal will be used, and then that way Tiku doesn't have to replace a unit. That kind of guarantees that Tiku will not pick a Hero Helix, because, well, I guess, yeah. So Hero Helix is only active, so the Hero Power activates next turn, so you need to use it before then. And it's only active if it's in position 1 as well, so that can get you sometimes.
This is very awkward.
Yeah, with no boosters on board, it seems like that's the most natural choice. But I do agree that, like, looking at this 106.55, what's it called? Princess of...
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. But aren't we gonna lose? The only way we might not lose is if the thing runs into the Siren Lorelei. So it's not impossible.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, in the case that we lose, it would be better to wait, but it's not that much better. Like currently the silent bell does nothing, and we're not sure if it'll ever do anything for the rest of the game. But I guess the other advantage, wow, there's 3 pouches in that smithy. That's scary. The other advantage of waiting. Oh, I see. This play. Alpha Roll is playing for pouch mermage.
Oh. Ooh.
That's
I
why there's a
almost feel
farmer on
bad
the
if the
board.
Sinbad dies.
Oh yeah, they no longer have Chrono Crystal.
Yeah.
It's possible to die here.
Wow,
Okay, but it
okay.
doesn't look like Tiku is playing for the win. Okay, the other advantage to waiting is you can what's going on? Okay, I thought that you would be able to check if your next shop has boosters in it. Like if there's a Merlin,
Yeah.
you may be priced in to take the
Did
messenger
that
in that
not
case.
used to be the
But
case?
no, you usually can, but if you click another board, and you're on that before the fight starts, then you
okay.
have to like click off and click like the show board. But in the treasure screen, you can't do that.
Gotcha.
So, wow, that's a good start for dwarves. Okay,
Yeah, it
offered
is.
another chance to take another 5 pair.
What would we want to mimic here?
Elemental swords. It looks like
true.
our board is only 1 unit away from being a celestial heart board, but that's usually not long. It's not good long term. Yeah, we have 3 level 3 units, but we can just put like the sprout in and be baby mimic, celestial harp, unbeatable for a couple of turns. Oh,
Okay.
I think that baby mimic poison tree is kind of nice. Oh my gosh, if we had the Dracula, I could see the symbol, but like right now it does nothing for us.
Yeah,
right?
and
I guess technically it makes the Hellhound a little bit bigger. We'll have 1 more trigger.
and it's a waste of a baby mimic too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we do go for poison tree. Not bad. Not bad in this situation, anyways.
We would have loved to have found a level 6 unit here. But yeah, I went for the treasure. Can't blame Tiku for that one. Ooh, this is Pirates. Maybe Thrawn was inspired by what Tiku played last game. But like, if you have all of your Pirates in the front row and you're just hoping for them to die in the right order, it's not a good spot to be in.
Yeah. Yeah, so Tiku's hoping we can live an additional turn at least here, going up against the ghost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one shouldn't be too bad, and there is still a Chrono Crystal to survive another round after.
Yep, that's true.
But we are quite low. Oh no, the worst hits!
Oof.
It should be okay. Oh my gosh.
Is it okay though? Is it okay?
What?
Oh my goodness!
I feel like the Bride of Dracula had like extra health and attack because there was negative life. Like it started counting past 0.
Interesting. That is actually a really interesting thing if that's what happened.
Like, how did it get to 70? It wasn't even upgraded. Ours is at 62 and it is upgraded. Oh no, because it was of course. It was summoned after the Hooks died. The Captain Hooks died.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so there are other reasons. This is a huge opponent. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is spooky.
Gonna be tough to get through.
It is a huge shame that we lost that Chrono Crystal to the Lady Justice.
Yeah, and I think if the summoning pirates died before the Captain Hooks, it wouldn't have gone that way. Okay, I'm sure that Tiku was hoping for Savitri or Adventurer.
Yep.
But didn't hit either. We might be looking at an early out here. Wow, big dwarf board. Hit an early, is it called Admiri?
Oh,
the Aura dwarf.
yeah.
Aura level 6 dwarf. they've been changing the names around me. I think it's just called
Yeah, the
the new,
dwarves are a
yeah.
little tougher to keep track of too, just because they intentionally all sound pretty similar.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Ooh, looking at the Dame Gothel. So we are kind of set up for scam, and that could be a way out. Oh, how did we get a Van Helsing? Is that unstable maybe? Oh,
I missed how we go. Oh,
yeah, the Brave Little Tailor is looking really good since
Dame.
we're now Dame Gothel
Yeah.
and attacking backwards. But it's a pity that we can't really get it to 6 attack this round. Oh lord.
Oh, I'm
And these
nervous going
the front
into
row is in
this
the wrong
one.
order right now. The the two sirens want to be on the left side because we attack backwards. They want to attack last.
Yep. I think Tiku just didn't have the time to think. This is like survival mode right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like it's a definitely a challenging game, and it's much easier spotting these lines when you're sitting
Not the
back
one
here.
playing them.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh. So
That's
close,
it.
honestly, so close.
Yeah.
Well, GG
Okay, who are
Tiku.
we hopping over to?
Who did just knock them out? Who was playing the trophy
Stonehenge
hunter?
Druid was the one who knocked Tiku out.
Let's head over to Stonehenge.
Yeah, got a evil board here. We often see Dr. Frank played in front of Count Dracula, so the summons have some stats. But since there's an Elemental Sword, Rune of Rising Power, and we saw how it played out, the summons still are pretty big, and we're able to take it down against Tiku Wabu. There's a Pandora's Box in this shop, which kind of fits the theme.
Okay. Yeah, Stonehenge is looking fairly
Wow.
comfortable here. Oh, wow.
Luraco has
We've
a
got
beautiful looking
good boy
board.
comp, yep.
Yeah, this is pretty. Turn 15, Golden Merlin. Looks pretty good. And Golden Good Boy. Oh, how? But there's no good treasures over there. How did you hit 2 golden units without getting a good... Maybe there was a Shard of Excalibur. Because Aladdin doubling a Shard of Excalibur could lead to upgrading 2 units early without getting treasures on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a way it could have happened. I wonder if Aladdin's going to survive to show a powerful result with this good setup.
Yeah, you sort of hope so, because seeing something like this kind of gets you excited.
Yeah, I think I'm actually benching the Nocturne here, but maybe I'm misunderstanding something. I suppose we are a trophy hunter, right? The slaves are going to be good for us.
Yeah, and we have a very sizable ranged unit in that first slot that just keeps benefiting from those stats.
Yeah, every time it slays, we'll get like 17 power stars, 2 of them. Yeah, and we'll have enough summons that they'll land.
Yeah.
Take it back, Nocturne's looking good.
So is this board, though. Wow.
Yeah, huge good boy, but it doesn't look like it's good enough this turn. This board does...
Oh, wow,
that's
that
a
was
great
huge.
snipe.
That was huge.
Oh, Luraco found a Chrono Crystal, so yeah, we'll definitely hang out for at least another round.
Yep. Wow.
Stone Age Druid is slaying people.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, it was a slay hero.
Yeah.
Just taking them down.
Maybe
Chrono
I think
Crystal
use that
popped.
aura on.
Yeah, so if you can get a Golden Count Dracula with a Symbol of Unity, although this board doesn't even require Symbol of Unity, then the double aura treasure is worth it on it. But without it being golden, I could see not wanting to spend 12 gold. Okay, Admiri and Seiji, same board. The Fisherman and the Flounder is looking extremely out of place, but there are food stats coming from the pouch. It's just not that many. I think I would have given the wolf bait and also the Frank's monster looked kind of
Yeah,
interesting to me. Wow, this one barely fits. Okay.
good spell.
Ooh, I wonder. I think taking the Moonlight item, putting it on Dracula, and then putting that where the Alpha Tanuki is, because then it'll be Count Dracula has stealth when it's been when it has Moonlight now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So a Dracula in front row with Moonlight is likely to, yeah, is like it'll keep all your units buffed until the fight is over, pretty
Mhm.
much. Oh no, okay. Sinnoh Druid was moving the treasures around, but I don't think that has any impact.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, we have the Dracula in anyways.
Hmm.
So knowing how this went, yeah, I wonder if the Moonlight item would have been good. So what do you think we're locking for? The Sea Witch, maybe?
I mean,
guess
Sea
Taylor's
Witch in the
always
gold, I guess, makes sense.
right. Yeah, like it doesn't. Yeah, if there's a gold in the shop, it's like not a big deal to lock because you can just roll and it's fine.
Yeah, there's not really
But
much reason. I mean, we don't really have a line on Symbol of Unity or anything to go with Athena. Like, yeah, I don't think there was a point to locking there. And it looks like they agreed.
yeah,
Big dwarves, though. My gosh.
yep. Mirror is an excellent unit against dwarves.
Yes.
Trades for one.
Ooh, is it enough, though? Oh,
Oh, yep.
it is enough!
Gets a
Nice.
win.
Very nice.
We're probably gonna see All for
Oh,
Roll
our
try to dodge
Aladdin
that mirror the
player,
next time.
our good boy player got knocked out. It didn't take
Ooh,
off for
yeah.
him.
Didn't get
I
there.
was thinking it would
Interesting.
get there. That's,
It
surprising.
was looking pretty threatening. I wonder what... There isn't a sleigh right now. Okay, Golden King Divine Messenger. That is so threatening. Like, if you just find like a Merlin, a Gwyn, I mean, it's a lot now that I'm saying it, but if you find a Merlin, a Gwyn, and a Good Boy, you can transition entirely to boost and be very hard to beat. Actually, against this board, we have a big flying unit. Maybe we won't see that. What do you think about Wolf Bait?
On the Frankenstein?
Yeah, it stops you from tripling it, which is too bad because sometimes you want to triple it. Although yeah, now you want to. But then I think my favorite part about it is you can put a fire rune, the double dying breath item, on the wolf,
Yeah.
and then that's extremely powerful. Putting the double dying breath on the Frank itself is often not that powerful because you can't like summon more than 7 units anyways. But getting 2 Franks can be really nice.
It's a tough
I suppose now
call.
we
If I didn't have this second Frank, like if I wasn't close to tripling it already, I think
Mhm.
it's a instant pick. And
Yeah.
then you're hoping for that item. But yeah, it's like it's kind of a toss up because you like you said, you do want to triple the Frank, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wonder how this board is going to develop. It does like it's strong right now, but I'm hard pressed to think of units to add.
um
And now that we have a Shard of Excalibur, it might be even harder to take a unit. This is one of the things which is tough about this treasure for me is it's not uncommon for me to pick a Shard of Excalibur and then spend like 10 gold rolling the next turn.
yeah.
Because I like really want to get something which I didn't
Holy
find.
crap, that's a big
Okay,
phoenix.
that's pretty big. Oh wait, the Divine Messenger was replaced by a Chrono Crystal here.
Oh, okay.
So the Watson dying is not that big. Okay, summons versus summons. I
Yeah.
think that with the duelist still left, we're looking. in trouble here.
We could scam spell. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Taylor doesn't get to go.
Almost.
Okay.
Really
We're still
close.
hanging in there, though.
Yeah, Sun and Druid has a big life buffer, although it's a bit smaller now. Wow. We have a Bottled Lightning Good Boy board with
That's
2 Infinity
terrifying.
Treasures?
That is terrifying.
Yeah, yikes. Yeah, Mirror on the Wall is great against Bottled Lightning, though. Yeah, when it's a Good Boy, it's not that impressive to like match the stats of because Good Boy will pass it to 3 other units, but still a nice big mirror.
It's Woman in the Moon isn't gonna do enough here, I don't think, against the size of these boards.
Yeah, you have a Nocturne, but I feel like you kind of need some.
Oh, they
Okay,
went for it.
yeah. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, right, because Mirror is likely to slay. I think it would be
It's a
nice to
tough
fly
call.
over.
When I first saw the
Second
Woman in the
Mirror.
Moon, like before they even took them, I was like, okay, that is an angle somebody could go for, but I don't know that it would be the right one. But now I'm kind of rethinking that.
Yeah, found the Sea Witch. And also there was the 2-cost Slay item, which I thought looked pretty good if we were going to be playing women. Oh, usually you want to play your woman in the front row because Sea Witch will double
Right.
the number of triggers it gets. But without a Sea Witch,
Yep.
there's like no problem playing
Woman
it in
in the
the
Moon
back.
can hang out wherever she wants.
It gets +40/+40 each Slay. I think we won't get more than like 4 slays. So +160/+160. I'm not sure it's big enough. The Good Boy is passing a lot of stats here. Oh, and we're in lethal range.
Yeah, we are.
I got a bad feeling about this one.
These Fisher King treasures are they are a thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary.
Oof.
Oh, I definitely miscounted.
Yeah, that Woman in the Moon is not helping.
Not enough.
Ouch.
-19 health. All right, should we swap over to Broshi?
Yeah, let's go.
No, wait, that wasn't.
It was Broshi.
Who was it? Oh, Broshi's not streaming.
Ooh, awkward. Well, then, who else is still in?
Well, All for Roll has that big dwarf board, but they're streaming a very small screen right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking... Is it down to just All for Roll and Broshi?
Is Aussie still in it? Yeah, Aussie is still in. The toy dino.
Alright, we'll head over to Aussie
With
then.
Golden King. And there actually is a 4th player. Gabby Jagoda is still in. But Gabby is also not streaming.
Yep. I'll ping them.
Okay, Aussie hit an important treasure here. Okay, Magic Scarf is good. But not good enough, apparently. We skipped. Okay, there's a mirror. Okay. Wow, look at all these summons. That's pretty sweet.
Alright. Nope, we passed that.
Oh! Supply cabinet is a good find. In fact,
Wait.
I'm surprised. Oh, no. Well, everything here wants to be tripled. I think you should actually replace the Royal Phoenix on board with the supply cabinet in hand.
Oh.
Because Royal Phoenix is already golden. And if supply cabinet was golden, that would be really good. I guess not that good.
Looks
but,
like we're gonna keep
one
up
more
with
summon.
the
2 more
Phoenix.
summons. Yeah. Phoenix is fine. It's an animal. Okay, let's see if we can mirror the big smithy. It's gonna be like 2000, I bet. It's gonna be hard to beat if we can't match it.
Yeah.
And it
Oh, it
moved.
moved.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Alpha Roll has been mirrored too many times this game.
Yeah, they've gotten wise
It's
to our
not
tricks.
accepting this anymore. Oh, actually, look, the smithy has had its items removed. It only has 2 items now, so...
Still, though.
Oh, I guess they probably went on the mermaid. Yeah. It's still pretty big. Wow, Golden Mirror is such a good unit versus dwarves. Wow, got so many kills!
Holy smokes.
I gotta play more cats.
Oh my gosh.
Hi!
Another tie.
Amazing.
Okay, now we take a supply cabinet.
Yeah, there also is one in hand. I guess you could wolf bait the cat box. Or even the Royal Phoenix, to be honest. Oh, against the good boy board, it's kind of a sick play to wolf bait your mirror. But the problem is it won't be golden if you wolf bait it.
Yeah,
so
true.
Scratch that. Wow, I did not expect that spell to get cast. Oh, okay, I see. They needed to lock the duelist anyways, so. And no room to take a hot potato. Okay. So 4 summons gets 4. Yeah, this summons the whole hand.
Yeah.
I think last turn there might have been a scam unit or something. Okay, yeah. So this board is strong, but it doesn't look like it's improved too much since the last time we've seen it. There is a second good boy though. I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the mermaid plus fisherman combo is kind of I think it builds more over time than the infinity does. If given enough time and it can preserve. But like last fight it looked like it was still even strength with the cat queen.
Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting to watch because this in particular, I'm not very strong with late game summons comps like this. So this is actually kind of a cool educational moment for me.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not sure where to go from here. Maybe like if you can triple this duelist into a shooting star and then you can add an Oberon onto the board, that would be a really nice improvement.
It would, actually. That's a good point.
But, oh, I see. If you triple this duelist, you can keep your duelist in hand and play the crewmates on board, because then they'll be golden with golden. Yeah, okay, yeah. Golden King summons is like so good.
That is a lot of good
Oh,
boys.
there's so many. Oh, the good boy.
Oh my gosh.
Missed both other good boys. It just only buffed the back row. This is like the worst run out for Broshi. And I think it's gonna matter.
That backline is so massive, though. Holy crap.
Yeah, yeah. The Royal Phoenix in the back has another life. It's gonna come back double the size. It might not be enough. Mermaid at the end of the chain. No, these summons aren't big enough.
Oh.
I think that was the best.
But we still have a Chrono Crystal.
Yeah, true. But I just don't know how we can improve enough to get there. I ended up looking close. Dr. Frankenstein, maybe.
Oh, still in our top 3.
Well, it's certainly not going to be Philosopher's Stone, given that you already have Golden King. But yeah, on this board, Symbol Unit doesn't do anything. Okay, they're food pouching over there. Food pouch is really scary because you can... the mermaid is going to give stats to your whole board. And so you can kind of tech into any piece you want. So Fire Mage is easy to fit in, and we already saw that Brother Gambler had a Fire Mage before. But other things like Nocturne also become really scary. Like, it's weird to add a late game Nocturne, but when it's so big, the stars that come out are really good. Wait. What?
Honestly, I'm having a hard time keeping up with this because I'm having a hard time seeing where we go from here.
Yeah, so yeah,
I know
exactly.
you
I'm
talked
not
about
really
like
sure
the
how this board
Oberon
improves.
line as an improvement, but we're not
We just
finding
didn't hit
that.
shooting
Yeah,
star.
we didn't hit
Yeah.
that, so it's like I'm not really sure that we can do a whole lot more.
Yeah, Brave Tailor might have been a bit nice. We went with Mermage, and that just like gives the Cat Queens a bit more health. But I feel like, yeah, I mean, the Sinbad's already dead, so we might be good enough to beat it. But I think it's gonna be real hard to win against Fisher King or Brother Gambler. I guess at this point, um, oh, I was gonna say like just hope for the second. But if All for All wins, this tournament is over. Ooh, the King Arthur is massive, although
Oh
not that
my,
much health. That's
7,200
huge.
attack kivs. Wow. With
Yeah,
700
yeah.
health to boot.
But Summons is a good matchup here.
Yeah, honestly, we
Given
can
that
take
there's
out
not
these
a lot of
kivs.
health, yeah, I think the Summons board's gonna win. Although it's hard to say. Wow, this is getting closer than
Too close for comfort, right?
yeah. The
Oh, we
unyielding
took
Cat
out the
Queens
celery tea.
tie.
Whoa.
Hooray! That's all you need.
We say it
Oh
every
crap.
month, never underestimate the ghosts.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is it. So if Aussie can hold it down against like with Cat Queen against Fire Mage, then might be able to play another round. But it's not looking
I
good,
mean,
I would
Bottled
say.
Lightning Magic Scarf got a serious nerf. I mean, it's still a good treasure, but you now
Yeah.
need to position
Um.
much more wisely with that.
Used to be that like one of the best parts of Ball Lightning is it doubled your other aura treasures. Like,
Mm,
sorry, about Magic Scarf. Like Ball Lightning is itself an aura, so if you
right.
had them both, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but now,
You're pretty limited on what auras you can double with Magic Scarf.
yeah, I'm worried about this positioning. If the Fire Mage hits the mirror on the wall, it might just be curtains. Oh, they both have Golden Kings. This
That
is gonna be so hard.
that mage
I never.
scares me.
Yeah. Oh, there's a good boy. Yeah. Good boy is great with this comp because it passes its stats and it gets a lot. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's anything that can be done. Cool. We got to see the food bags. Not a lot of people are playing this. In fact, I love this comp, but I have trouble putting it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, All for Roll had a really good early dwarf start, but decided to go for fisherman rather than pure dwarf or
Yeah.
dwarf scam.
And we
And yeah,
saw
this is
that
a
early fisherman a long time ago. I don't remember what turn it was, but we were actually wondering if that was unstable because it was so early.
right. It was so yeah. Oh my gosh, look at the size of these good boys. Okay, I think. Oh, I guess I won't call it.
Yeah.
There is a big ass mirror in the back. Sorry, there's a mirror in the back which could do a lot. But like once a good boy dies, the back row is gonna be so large.
Yeah. Oh my
Wait,
gosh. Yeah,
did
look
it
at the
get scammed?
size of these fishermen. And this good boy isn't even dead yet.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess our champion this month, same as last month, is All for Roll.
All
Taking
right.
it down with many different comps. Really putting on a clinic.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Pretty incredible showing there. 3 firsts and a third for All for Roll.
Yeah.
And they are just one of 3 that made it live this month. Wow. That's
well
pretty
played.
incredible. Incredible ending.
Yeah,
there.
well played to all our competitors. Thank you for showcasing such a great game. And I also want to say thank you to Livy for handling the production, helping me out in the cast. This has been wonderful to do that with you.
No problem. I enjoy doing this every month. Shout out to you for carrying me through the smart people talk here about the game. All the statistics and percentages and interactions that, as a casual player, I don't necessarily keep up with. So it's really cool to hear input from someone like you that really uses their brain with this game. And you're a very worthy player yourself. So
Yeah, I appreciate it. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Laralas for designing this game
yeah,
and maintaining it. It's been awesome.
all hail King Lara. Make sure
Yeah.
you use your crystal code because that is going to go away shortly. So the crystal code for the month is monthly-December, or you can just type exclamation point crystals into the chat and it'll tell you what to type in there. Um, Make sure you join the Discord. That's where all the hot goss happens. So join that. Get notified of when we do these tournaments. There's a lot of in-depth discussion in there too. Some of the best players in the game just literally give out advice for free in there. So head over to the Discord for some good conversations for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I have. Yeah.
I think that's gonna do it for this month. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in, and until next month, we'll see you on the ladder. Goodbye.
Bye.